Oh, man, and there we are. For anyone just joining us or wondering who the heck the Chronic Toast is popping up on their Twitch feed, that's right, it's myself. It's me, the host with the most, and we are back here again with BEX3025 Commander's Edition mod, loaded up on the most recent version of the patch. And so if you're curious and you want to find yours truly, the Chronic Toast in the mod right now as a pilot, you can do so in the most recent, latest version. I exist. It's pretty darn awesome. Not so great at shooting, but fantastic at punching things. So, you see me and you get me in a mech and get a chance to get some pictures and screenshots of that, whether it turns out well or not, let me know. I would love to see that stuff. That would be fantastic. You can find me lurking around Tugbobo's Discord or HBFT_Gaming's Discord, or just right on over in the BEX3025 Discord channel as well. Oh, man, looks like we got some cool people here in chat, and thank you very, very much, Tank Hair, for the resubscription. Dude, awesome stuff. And again, a shout out to Tanja Falkenbach for the original gift sub. Fantastically awesome stuff. Oh, man, super good. Dude, thank you so much. That means a lot. We got Craig0077 here in chat. Evening Toast in chat. Just had my largest mission ever in Bex. 20 Op4 versus my 8 mechs plus vehicles. Hopefully that went out all right for you, and that worked out just fine. I meant 20 enemies plus vehicles versus my 8 mechs. That's still a lot for sure. And chat, we'll keep an eye here on the Streamlabs notifications. They should be okay, but I haven't updated my Streamlabs in about a month, and so they might be interfacing a little bit weird and pinging off a little too quickly. So we'll see. If we have to turn those off, we'll definitely have to do that. If I have to ban my own Streamlabs bot, then so be it. Azakis, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. He says, what a surprise. Hello, Burned Bread. What's the time in Moscow? Well, funny you should ask what it is here in Moscow time. Here in Mountain Standard Time in the west of the United States, hanging out in Utah. It is 6 p.m. on Friday, January the 22nd, and this is a bonus stream. I'm still expecting to try to get everything squared away to where we can stream again on Sunday and get back into a usual weekly groove with a few bonus streams on every other Friday. Fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. I've been meaning to get back into this. It's a nice grounding point for, reality, especially in times as they are right now. So I'm pretty excited, pretty stoked about it. Take Care said, just had my maddest match in MechWarrior Online ever. I was dry on 3 tons of AMS ammo. Holy cow, the most I've ever run is maybe 1.5 tons with a single AMS. I mean, you can always run more if you're running like a quad. Oh, the Corsair, the big giant Frankenmech, or there's a few others out there that have 3. I'm not that well versed on those different mechs, but that's the one I remember anyway. Craig says, lost my Victor, but the salvage was incredible. Did you get anything cool? I'm like legit needing to know, my friend. It's important stuff. Oh, man. Zachus is like, Mech Warrior Online. Who cares? For those that are curious, I do have some really awesome Mech Warrior Online videos coming up in the next 2 or 3 weeks. We got an okay one coming up here on Monday over on our YouTube channel, where we've gotten a chance to basically hang out and party all the way through Christmas with Tug Bobo over on History when he was rocking Mech Warrior Online a few weeks back. We've got some hilarious stuff coming on up for that. So if you're curious, you can go over to the YouTube and or just search up The Chronic Toast, all one word, and you can find those shenanigans over there as well. That's right, the Hollow, get toasted. TM, trademark. But ladies and gents, we're here. Let's dive on in. I'm ready to do some mech action. I'm expecting to stream for 2, maybe a few more hours tonight, and then we'll try to pick up back again on Sunday with definitely another stream. Maybe 2 streams on one Sunday. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. Oh, man. Oh, baby. I got myself a Diet Coke here. Mrs. Toast a little grumpy about that. I'm drinking all of her soda. We got some other stuff going on. And let's get diving on in. Oh, man, where did we leave off? We are in the system of Baroon Urt, if I recall. We've got a large number of tuckered out pilots over here. Got some Argo upgrades 4 days away. We've got a lot of pilots over here tuckered out, and a financial report going on. What do we have in our mech bays? For a refresher for everyone that's out there. If you're watching over on YouTube, hi, how's it going? I know Sarvik's over there watching, as are a few others. It's always a pleasure to hear from you guys and gals, so I look forward to it all the time. So we got Sarvik is untuckered out. We got Red Potato standing by, that Hollow, and Toast. We can drop for one more, assuming we actually have some contracts. Fingers crossed. We'll see. We don't. Chances are we either completely. I don't recall what the last stream was, so chances are we completely used up all the missions that were here, or when we updated the latest version of Bex, it kind of got reset. So fingers crossed, I've done the update correctly. Otherwise, this may be a short stream. We'll see how it goes. But while we're here, who's in the hiring hall? Is there anyone interesting? A lot of really cool names like Hulk and Juice, Undertaker, and then you've got Unicycle. I'm curious, but not that curious. Let's see, what do we have for contracts? Let's go take a look at the star map and see what's nearby. How's everybody's evening going? It's a Friday as of the date of recording this. Hopefully everyone's week is winding down, and if you're going on to a weekend where you're doing some crazy shenanigans or working, hopefully it goes well. I'm rooting for you. We'll kind of end cap it on Sunday, and I check back in to see how everyone's report card, got filled out, see if it went well. If not, we're here to dig ourselves a hole and have a lot of fun going down that road. And that is correct. We are playing on the most difficult settings possible for BEX CE, 8 pieces per mech, stingy salvage, all that stuff. And the clans are invading. We are just broken over into January 1st on 3051, I believe. So Zach says, wait, last version was December 21st. That is correct. It's been about a month since we streamed. Life got in the way. It was a bummer, but we're here. I'm excited to be back with everybody here. As certain people in the South say, all y'all and all you peoples. All you beautiful, amazing ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. So let's go up here and let's do some filters. And let's start searching for... We'll do some 1.5 skulls. We'll see if there's anything nearby. Yeah. Azakis is like, noob. We're going to press function 1 on the keyboard and get rid of all the places we've already been. And see, I kind of want to keep meandering my way back to the east over here to get closer to Outworld's Alliance territory and build up my rep with them. But we're probably going to hang out here. We always want to make sure we're getting some good deals on submissions. This right here is all right. We're looking for Inner Sphere as well as Comstar presence if we can find anything. That'll definitely help us get some really cool new mechs, and hopefully we'll see some tier 2 mechs. Here's Comstar presence down here. It's only 2 factions, so that's all right. Comstar presence, large population, mega city. Fingers crossed. Primitive civilization, though, but hopefully, we can get ourselves some good stuff to buy. We're sitting on 2.7 million C-bills, which is definitely odd. That's not something we're very, very used to, so we're going to use it when we can. Here's a good thing, hanging out in the Free Rosselhog Republic territory. They're getting pushed in pretty hard by the clans. This is Ghost Bear, I think? I'm probably butchering that. No idea who this is.
Subscriber mode activated.
Oh, man, Served Cold, thank you for the subscription. 9 months. Holy wow. That is fantastic, man. Welcome back to the adventure. Welcome back to the shenanigans. Oh, man, it's just like we're diving right back in because we are. We're getting there. Oh, baby, baby, baby. I think this is probably going to be, this is the opposite direction we want to go, but I think it's what we're going to do probably. Battlefield's pretty good. It's built up. There's no Comstar presence there or anything, but it could be all right. Yes, we could go there. We could go down here, Comstar presence, but electronics, large population, Let's see. 16 days, 60,000 C-bills, or 90,000 C-bills, 20 days. We'll stop down here to the planet of, what is this? Ogano? Settled by colonists fleeing Terra, Ogano was an independent colony for over a century before being annexed into the Draconis Combine. Amino Gustu Megacity. Why not, Azakas? Why not? You must tell me. It is important to know on Moscow time. There's not a lot of mission types here, but we're gonna pop on over here. We'll see how this goes, and it should be all right. 60,000 C-bills, 16 days travel time. That should be enough to get us back up to speed with what we got to get done. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Oh man, Zach says low FPS and not preferred environment. Fair point. Fair point. We've been running pretty good, all things considered, in cities. I haven't really run into too many issues with my current build, which fingers crossed continues. We'll see. Every day that Microsoft patches stuff, you never know quite what you're going to get. But we did have an Argo upgrade on basically finished up. We got 2.8 million C-bills. We've got about 5 or 6 days before our credit comes due, so that's good. We are getting there on all these upgrades. That's really expensive. Gamma Pod, though, could unlock some really cool stuff. We could hire some more mech warriors. I kind of like that idea, honestly. We've got the cash for it. It could be a horrible decision, but we could do it. We don't really need more mechs just yet. So we're going to go for it. We're going to unlock the Gamma Pod. Oh, man. Commander, there are already half a dozen requests for new facilities for Gamma Pod, ranging from a swimming pool to a dropship-sized bouncy castle. On a more practical note, we could also begin using the Gamma Pod medical facilities. Oh, man. Well, let's buy it on up. Let's go broke. It's all part of the fun and adventure. Once we have all of these upgrades, Argo upgrades unlocked, our self-imposed restriction is we will finally be able to start combining mech variants, which will significantly help us out on getting mechs ready to go, which would be pretty darn cool. So we've got that prepped and ready, and we've got a few mech warriors, thanks to those that have subscribed to the channel, that are in queue to be brought in-game. So we've got the Casual Robot, Persuaded Terror, Tank Hair, Krig 0077, and Hamster of Wrath. So if all things go good and we don't go bankrupt in under 30 days, you'll be joining the crew. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We're going to shift-click just to get to the travel part, and it should be all right. Oh, man. Look at that burn as it goes and flows on down. Golly gee whiz, this game is beautiful. I love it. I love it a lot. And as always, ladies and gents, if the audio sounds odd or weird, whether you're watching here on Twitch or you're watching over on YouTube when it gets posted, please let me know in the comment section down below or in the chat. I can always adjust a few things, throw a few levers to try to adjust some of that stuff. So if it is ever an issue, let me know. I think today sounds like we're doing all right. So, the Inner Merc, January 10th, 3051. This month, we take a look at 2 Marauder variants that are beginning to see use on the front lines. The Marauder 5M is brand new for the Free Worlds League, and some ending up in Capellan hands. And for House Steiner, the Marauder 5S. Let's see, what do we have? The Mad 5S. What does it do? Ooh, it's based off captured designs. That's pretty cool. Built around an XL engine. Okay, I've only seen those in MechWarrior Online so far, so that's pretty awesome. If, you lose the torso, everything blows up. I think that's how it's set up. I don't know. We'll see. ERPPCs are pretty cool. Medium pulse lasers. Nice. With a Poland main model Gauss rifle. Holy cow, okay. Not too shabby. Bowie Industries on Carlisle is where we'll likely be able to pick that up if we want. We're in no position to do that right now. Primary weapons are large pulse lasers. I'm excited to see pulse weaponry begin to be a bit more common and a little less expensive as we go through the years. That's going to be helping out quite a bit more. We're going to see Case coming into mechs too, which is pretty cool. That's awesome. That's pretty darn cool. Oh, man. A design thought lost to time is back again. The Hornet 171 is back and supplementing Davian units. The 171. 2 energy, 1 missile, 1 support, and 5 jump jets. That's not too bad. I like the Hornet. For its tonnage, it's actually pretty capable. It's not too shabby. AMS stuff. Oh, man. See, these are all goodies that I have yet to play with in any BattleTech mods. So that's really, really, really exciting. That's right, Take Care, a.k.a. Egg on Legs. Get prepared to be scrambled. Oh, yeah. Craig says, yeah, you are now getting into the tech boom era. Oh, man, that's exciting. It means, unfortunately, we're also going to get wrecked by a lot of Tier 2 stuff is what my guess is. I think it's called Tier 2. That's what we're diving into. Tech, anyway, but it's opportunity. That's what I got to keep telling myself. It's opportunity. Zachus says, the camera does not work. We're getting there, Zachus. I only have so many funds thanks to Minitoast consuming most of my free time and money. But it's on the docket. I want to be able to do some cool stuff with miniature painting at least one night a week at some point later this year. So that's going to be a good time to get a camera, as well as a camera for the painting portion as well. And once we do that, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have a dedicated studio here at the house, and we'll see how that goes. Zach says, looks weird, but cool stuff for a 20-ton light. Yeah. It's the Hornets that I've seen before, like the 152 particularly, I've had a lot of really good luck with the actual practicality of it. Now, it's not going to hold up very well, but what it can do is pretty impressive. I've been pretty impressed with it. Level 3 is Lost Tech and Clan. Oh, okay. So, interesting. Tech 3? All right. Tech 1 and Tech 2's periphery and standard IS stuff. Nice. 2 medium lasers and an SRM sounds legit. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. I wouldn't want to see it in a back alley, that's for sure. Oh man, we got 7 days to go to Agano. Again, we're gonna shift click on that here. There's a cool shortcut here in the mod. Kind of jump time just a wee little bit, which will be pretty darn good. Bazap, on and off we go. Oh man, I'm excited. Level 4 is Wobies. I don't know. Whatever happened after the clans. We're talking like Jihad and Dark Age. Am I remembering that correctly? I only know those terms a little bit from people talking salty about it and the old HeroClix MechWarrior game. We're talking about that stuff. Oh, Word of Blake. Interesting. Tanker says, whoops, nope. Tech 1 is IS and Periphery. Tech 2 is Lost Tech and Clan. Tech 3 is like XXL engines. This here mech has a triple XL engine. Oh, baby. Nope. Tech 3 is max level. Oh, man. All right, fair enough. So we are firmly in Tech 2. Tier 2. Ooh, Comstar news, bro. I love these things. Comstar did nothing wrong. 3 days ago, a summit of all major Inner Sphere powers was convened on Outreach, hosted by the Wolf's Dragoons, releasing a massive amount of information on the invading clans. The Dragoons have also revealed that they are, in fact, a scouting party sent to the Inner Sphere about some 40 years ago to evaluate the current state and capabilities of the major Inner Sphere powers. However, it appears as though they have gone native and have committed their forces to fighting against the clans, calling for all other Inner Sphere powers to do so as well. While all nations have agreed in principle, the Capellan Confederation and Free Worlds League appear reluctant to commit actual military forces. Negotiations are ongoing and will be continuing to cover this unprecedented event, as the last time all Inner Sphere leaders met in one place was on Terra during Hans Davian's wedding to Melissa Steiner. Okay, it's funny because I have no idea what the history is. Just out of nowhere, it's just like, oh yeah, the last time everyone got together was when the Kardashians did that thing from that time. That's what it comes across as. Gosh. Okay. I'm sure it's rather serious and there's actual books talking about the whole deal. But from a level of ignorance where I'm coming from right now, it just seems a little silly. I like it. Oh, man. Well, we'll continue the broadcast. What else do we have? In other news, counterattacks launched against the clans appear to have stalled, as Major Adam Steiner has once again issued a call for reinforcements, having retaken his home planet of Somerset. Currently, his forces are fighting off Jade Falcon raiders, but it is estimated that he will not be able to hold on for very long. The likelihood of reinforcements is extremely low, as Somerset is several jumps into Jade Falcon territory, and any substantive rescue effort is likely to be intercepted and destroyed by clan warships. This has been the CNB January broadcast. No lasting consequences. I have some concerns. And we have an event right off the bat. Oh man, Cyber Gizmo and Red Potato. After receiving a message about a situation on the mess deck, you find yourself in the middle of a crisis. Cyber Gizmo stands on the wrong side of the galley counter, holding a terrified cook by the arm and snarling. Red Potato approaches, hands raised. You've got to let her go, Cyber. She didn't mean anything. As you step over a fallen lunch tray, the cook gasps, Commander! Cyber Gizmo looks at you, still squeezing the cook's arm. You didn't hear her, Commander. You didn't see her face. Okay. I'm sure there is probably some words that were said. We're going to use this here. Military training. We're a privateer ship. It's okay. With your best parade ground voice, you call, 10 hut! Cyber Gizmo automatically snaps to attention, incidentally releasing the cook. You glance at the cook, who nods her appreciation and backs away. You then regard Cyber Gizmo sternly. Explain to me what you are doing, Mech Warrior, right now. Pinned by years of military discipline. Words are hard today. I'm just so excited to be playing BattleTech. Cyber Gizmo's back stiffens even more. Commander, I felt disrespected by that cook, and I behaved disgracefully. You stare at him for a long moment, and then take the mood down a notch. Come out from there, Cyber. You have an apology to make, and a mess to clean. As punishment for your behavior, I'm giving you a week of KP duty in addition to your regular tasks. Yes, Commander. Cyber will be unavailable for 7 days. Cyber, you're going to miss out of all the action on Ogano. We're only 2 days out. Oh, man. Well, that's how it rolls, I guess. Zach says, weird on a let's put stealth cloak on a nuke level. I have no idea, but look at that beautiful orbit. Oh gosh, that's awesome. We're gonna go straight to the store. Why not? We'll spend some money and then be completely broke. 1.6 million C-bills and 600,000. We don't have that much to play with. Taker says, yeah, Hans Davian's wedding equals declaration of the Fourth Succession War. Fair enough. See, I did not know that. That's pretty cool. That's what I love about this, is going through this whole experience is really a lot of new information and territory. I've never experienced the clan stuff other than hearing about it from abroad, just people talking about it in general, and knowing that clan mechs from outside the rim exist. So it's really cool to kind of experience it firsthand here in the mod. It just props off to Harry78, the mod author of this, and basically the cat wrangler, as it were, of all the different submods that go into it, for putting this together. It's a pretty awesome experience. Crick says, I get confused when some of the clans start intermingling with IS factions and other clans split. Tanker says, yeah, factions post-Jihad is really weird. Oh, I forget what it is. Is it Smoke Raven? Something like that? The ones that hang out with Outworlds Alliance? We've talked about it, but I'm already forgetting. So, they're the ones that I think were mostly Navy, which is weird for the clans, if I recall. Snow Raven, yeah. If I had to pick a clan, that would probably be the one that I like, just because it fits with our narrative. It's pretty cool. Taker says, yeah, Toast, the Fourth Succession War was Hans Davian's wedding gift to his wife. Oh! Oh, it is just like a Kardashian dealio. Oh, boy. War as a gift, typical. Honey, you just got 30 new dead worlds. Oh, that's a lot of asteroid pearls for a necklace, let me tell you what. Taker says, well, not the war so much as the Capella Confederation. Serve says, gotta give props to Harry for sure, since most of BEX is a one-man show. Absolutely. There's been a lot of very valuable and very good, highly skilled individuals that have contributed over the years, that have come on to and off of the project. But still, Harry is kept firm with his idea of what he wants it to be, and it's pretty awesome. If anyone's watching this and you're curious whether this is watching on VOD, there's a lot of people that watch these videos and streams on VOD, which is awesome. Kudos to you. Super, super cool. And you're curious and you want to learn more about BEX3025 if you haven't yet already, here in the chat is the link going over to the Nexus mod page. If you don't want to click on that link, if you're worried about internet leaks and stuff, and I know some people are, just go over to nexusmods.com and type in 3025 in the search bar once you're logged in, and you'll bring you right over to the BEX3025 mod page. That's where you can download the latest versions, get all the install instructions, and if you want to learn more about that community, at that link you'll also find an available link to their Discord page where you can ask questions and get plugged in even deeper into the BEX3025 shenanigans, which is a lot of fun. Oh, man. So, what do we got to do here? We are looking at a store. We don't have that much money. Crusader parts, Jenner parts. We've built one. Oh, gosh, that's right. We have a DFA-only Jenner, which is hilarious, and I like it. It's a lot of fun. Locust, Panther, Shadowhawk. We don't really have the parts for that, or 2K. Stalker parts. Oh, I would love that. Warhammer as well. We got 2 parts from a Warhammer, and not quite yet enough of a Wolverine, but a Wyvern could be pretty cool too. Yeah, Shadowhawk 2K. That's not bad. Removes all the armaments of the original aside from its LRM 5 and replaces them with a single PPC. If you want a long range kind of sniper, it's an okay mech. At least on the tabletop when I've played one. It's really fun harassing individuals just over and over and over with this mech, and they have to turn to face it and open up their side and rear arcs to the rest of your mechs, which is an absolute blast. So the mechs here are cool. You know, it'll be all right. There's a lot of ballistic weapons here, which is pretty awesome. AC-20s, plus 10 damage AC-20s at that. Oh, it's old tech. I'm probably going to regret it because there's newer cool stuff, but we're going to buy one. Just so that we can actually have one already. Flamers and a large laser plus with accuracies, PPCs, small lasers we need a lot of, as well as the small laser plus. We'll grab those. Oh man! So ladies and gents in chat or over on YouTube, what's your favorite weapon in BEX3025 CE? Like a lot of people will probably talk about, I'm assuming either LBXs or Gauss rifles or whatever it may be, but what is your favorite weapon and why? I'd be curious to know. Traditionally, having gone into this brand new and not really being familiar with the new weapon types, AC-20 is as many as I can stick on them. Just period is pretty awesome. So a mortar is pretty cool, but very expensive. A lot of ammo. Nothing super crazy going on. Zachus calls the Shadowhawk 2K an overgrown panther. Oh man. Taker says also during Hans's wedding he had plates with various Capellan worlds on them. Max Liao tried to commandeer the plates after Davian's declaration because he thought they showed the worlds Davian meant to conquer. Oh, okay. Zachus says UAC 20. Oh, yeah, that would be an improvement. Just boom, boom, boom. Oh gosh, that would be horrifying. Tanker says my favorite weapon is a ballistic mech. Craig says UAC 5 and Goss. I also love autocannons. Yeah, autocannons are pretty fun. Well, let's see what we have for contracts here. We've spent a lot of money already. Hopefully it's something good. We've got a few options. We've got a few options here. Not too shabby. We could take a 1 skull, kind of ease into it, which would be all right. We could take a 1.5 skull up here. Looks like a battle. This is a battle. Do we have any other 1.5 skulls? We go straight into 2s. Tag team in an urban environment and another battle over here. That's not too shabby, actually. We could probably make this work. So we're going to dive into repossession right now. Looks like we're going up against pirates. They already hate us. That's all right. So we're going to negotiate this. We are below our 1.5 to 2.5 self-imposed house rule ratio location, which means if we're below that 1.5, then we're going to be increasing and prioritizing payment, and which means we don't get to pick any salvage. That's all right. If we do run into this, it goes back to normal, and above 2.5, we prioritize salvage. So got to make sure the money and the C-bills are flowing on through. Now, do we have anything? Here's our DFA Jenner. Oh, my gosh. -50 for the legs, and it actually works rather well. The legs don't take any damage. It's shenanigans, I tell you what. We'll see if we keep that. We might reconfigure that, but right now, it's pretty hilarious. I like it a lot. We'll probably bring back out the Vulcan. So we've got our Griffin, we've got our Phoenix Hawk, working all that fun, goofy stuff. Oh, man. Craig says, I acquired 2 silver bullet Gauss cannons. I have no idea what those are. They sound probably good. Silver bullets are like the creme de la creme of a weapon type, or usually max damage depending on video games or pop culture and stuff. So Zaka says, sounds interesting too. Means 2 king crabs and a lance minimum. UAC and Gauss versions. Gross. I love it. Let's see. Who do we want to stick in here today? We've got served cold. So served, if you've got a mech that you think that you would like to pilot, let me know. We got that hollow in here as well, floating around. Oh man. The big question is, who wants to go in what? And what are we going to do about it? So who else do we want? We probably need a good melee specialist, in all honesty, to go into Vulcan. This is a good switch hitter. Let's see. Taker says SB Gauss is like Gauss shotguns. Oh gosh, that sounds horrifying. Take a shotgun and accelerate it to an appreciable percentage of the speed of light. Gross. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We're gonna put Tug down here. 2 gunnery is probably it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll get the Vulcan into melee. Our Phoenix Hawk is kind of a mixed bag here. Basically a jack of all trades. Our Blackjack has got weaponry for all ranges as well, and our Griffin is finally, in this version, it's got a lot of damage. It's got a lot of damage from melee, and it's a lot of SRM. So basically, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh until you close, and then you smash. So Zach says, I have 8 to 10 different OP King Crab builds at hand. No, not KGC biased for sure. I like them a lot. You've got really, really good platforms. For either energy weapons, ballistics, LRMs. You've got some cool stuff. So it's just pretty darn decent. It's not too shabby. So let's see. Hollow over here in the Phoenix Hawk and the Blackjack. I think that'll probably work out good. So we should probably find another jack of all trades, middle of the road pilot. Preferably one that can melee stuff if we can. So and has some maneuverability. So why not? You know what? We'll put Harry over into it. It'll be fine. That way, once he finally closes, he can actually hang out. It'll be fine. It's only a 1 skull. We're maybe gonna get 200,000 C-bills out of this, but we'll see what happens. Where we're dropping a little heavy, that'll be all right. We're gonna hit that deploy button. I'm gonna take a swig of soda, and I'm gonna reach down into the grab bag of voicedom and see what voice we got for today. Oh, yeah, man. Ladies and gents, I am so legitimately excited. Check out those cool new tooltips up on the top left. New to this version of Bex. It's pretty awesome. Oh, man. Delicious, delicious carbonation and caffeination. It's so important. Whew. Our objectives are destroy the enemy forces, a straight up battle, 400,000 sea bills, pick 0, get 3, 1 skull. This could flex to 2 skulls, and because it's against pirates, it could flex to 2.5, which would be a challenge. So that's why we're not really skimping too hard on this. So, see what do we got here. A pirate leader has fallen behind on the payments for their armored vehicles, and our leasing agent has been unable to repossess the heavily armored vehicles. We've decided that sending a more explosive message is the best way to ensure that others do not take future liberties. Commander, they also mentioned the target vehicles are currently on deployment with a secondary lance of mechs. You can optionally destroy them as well, and there's a bonus. Well, I tell you what, Darius, your intel is going to be crap, and I also like bonuses, so it is business as usual. Let's hit that begin mission button. Let's get stuck on in and see how sideways this gets. Oh, baby. Oh, man. The target vehicles have been detected in this area, Commander. Move up, make contact, and engage the targets. Keep an eye out for enemy mechs as well.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do this. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see. What do we want to deal with here? Let's take a look at the actual map. Are we backed into a corner? Yes, is my guess. Kind of. Maybe not really. We might see reinforcements come from over there. We might see reinforcements come in from over here. On this map, it's because we've played it a lot. You'll usually see them come in here and kind of either move up through or over on this side. Though it is possible to see them coming over here from the right. So fingers crossed. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Zackus in chat says, need to order about 10 of them for tabletop. Just need to finalize the builds and if my 3D printer can handle customizations. Fair point. Fair point. I've actually been pretty happy with the sculpts that I've gotten so far. Both 3D printer as well as some of the official sculpts that are working our way. I'm really excited about it. They look really good. Just straight up. I'm really excited about it. All right, what are we doing here? We're going to send the Griffin just charging forward. Our goal is to face forward into the enemy and then either rotate left, jumping and dropping down if we have to, or rotating right if we need to. Now, we do have something over here on sensors, and we have to be careful because these are 2 choke points they can get us into with support, or vice versa. If we're lucky, we can poke forward and draw them to us. It really, really, really depends on if somebody comes in our flanks, because then we're going to be in a sandwich, and that's not very fun. Not very fun at all. So we're going to hang out down here in this middle area. We're going to have Vulcan sprinting all the way forward, and we'll see. We got a second contact up there. Still no idea if those are the mechs or the Vs. We'll see. They're initiative 2. So, yeah, we're going to reserve. We're going to play that game, go all the way down through until at the very least, it'll be a we go, they go situation back and forth. And that will still tell us stuff, even if we don't know what they are. So if we get to the point where we're both at tier 1 or initiative 1 and it has us go entirely, that means they've got initiative modifiers we have to be cognizant of over on their team. Now, they are moving, so that's not likely to be the case. And it's an unknown vehicle, 2 unknown vehicles. All right. So either that's all we're facing or they're in a split formation somewhere else and we're just not seeing the other ones. If this is all we're facing, it's a really good indication that this mission is not flexed up as high as it could be, and it might actually be flexing down to a half skull. So we'll see. Crick says reinforcements often come from far to the north, though mission control can vary that from time to time. Absolutely. So we're going to get the Vulcan. Not that close, actually. We had line of sight here somewhere. Actually, we're gonna charge the Griffin. Why not? We're gonna move the Griffin. Not in a full-out sprint though. We're gonna move up, and we're gonna brace. And there we go. We got some more contacts coming in. They're finally biting on the bait. It looks like a pincer movement, at least with 3, probably with a 4th vehicle up there as well. So I'm gonna try to come in here and spring this trap. Oh, what? The Hetzer laser? Okay, that's less terrifying than a normal Hetzer, but... Azakas says, define north. Azakas is pretty north, I would like to hazard a guess. But he's also rather east, from where I am. Unless you look at a globe and then he is north. I don't know. I figure, yeah, I guess it works out. QE a few times to define north. I'm assuming that it's straight at the top of the screen is north, using traditional cardinal directions. We're going to move up here with the Phoenix Hawk, and we're not going to get the best chance to shoot, but we're going to take some shots at it. Large laser, 2 medium lasers, and then we'll rock and roll. We're not going to worry about central locking right now. I'm not too worried about what those vehicles are. We're going to get spanked by them either way if they're really bad.
Standing by.
Really what it is right now is just trying to figure out what we can do to keep the pressure on them, draw this other vehicle in here and make our decision. Do we pounce on them and close that trap, or do we come in over here and pounce on them and close that trap? So up there somewhere, you know how it goes. Directions, it's important. Somehow 4 medium lasers is less scary than an AC2, despite the fact that they do the same damage. It's true. I think it's more the fact that the AC20 can do all that damage to one location. That usually makes mechs explode and parts fall off, which is a little scary. So, whoosh whoosh noises. Again, we don't have case on these mechs, so since we're starting with 200 rounds of ammo for the SRMs, we're going to keep firing no matter how horrible the chances to hit until we get down to 100 rounds or less. That means if those ammo bins get detonated, they're not going to explode. Usually is how it works. So, let's see. It should be all right. Let's get served cold moving forward. Ooh, a nice clear line of shot with the blackjack with those twin large lasers. Bazap, bazap. Pretty decent chance to hit. Missing a hit, not too shabby. Man. Let's see. Let's see what we're going to be facing.
I've got eyes on hostile.
There's the hostile reinforcements coming in on this flank over here. So if we can't easily clear this ridgeline here, go through this saddle, we might fall back to see what that other mecha is going to do. But it really depends. We're going to have Tug kind of come up here and take some pot shots at stuff. And we're going to use him as a piñata. I hate to say it, but we're gonna find out real quick with our face how this works. What's over this hill. Oh, man, don't be bad. Don't be bad. Fingers crossed. Okay, we've got our Hetzer there. Hetzer LRM. Oh, okay. I saw a Hetzer, and I was really terrified. But assisted LRM. Which is scary, but not at point-blank range. It's okay. What are we dealing with up here? A Stinger 3R. Yeah, okay. So I'm not too terribly worried, and thus this, and possibly this extra vehicle up here ends up being something really scary. We're going to keep focusing on the target that we had, unless we got a better chance on the LRM. Not really, but this one doesn't have cover. This one does. So we're going to focus on this one down here. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, man, Harry78, welcome to the adventure. Oh, man. Oh, baby. Dude, how's it going? For those of you that don't know, we talked about Harry earlier. He occasionally does stream over on Twitch as well. He is the master, the myth made real, the legend of reality. That is the creator of BEX3025. I can think of a few other acronyms, but it would just get a bit more silly and dilute the fact that Harry is the one responsible for hurting all of the cats that is the BEX3025 project. And man, Harry, how are you doing? Hopefully things are going well. We are playing on the latest released version. And let's see. Ooh, all sorts of text. In the version of Bex I have on my PC, there is 250 plus units and mercenaries that you face when you go into missions. They move around the map based on the source books. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. They have the correct colors on their armor and insignia. Got a lot more to do when I'm reworking reputation with factions and taking part in lore battles for them alongside and against the units that were involved in said battles. A bit more like the lore and a new metagame to the simulation. Harry, I have goosebumps. This is really exciting. This sounds amazing. Just, ladies and gents, Harry78, let's get some shout outs and excitement for Harry in chat. Just walking in and dropping a bomb of some probably the most exciting news I've heard in probably about 6 months. That is awesome. Oh my goodness. Harry, you mad lad. That's fantastic. Holy wow. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. Oh, wow. Harry says massively rework the map generation as well so you're facing factions more so, less pirates and local govs. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, man. If for any reason you decide to kind of go and deviate away from the true, pure historical aspect, and you're looking for some mercenary units to kind of fit in around the Urano restoration, let me know. I've got some ideas. Seriously, man, though, this is awesome news. Oh, I cannot wait. I'm so stoked. Oh, man, ladies and gents, Harry78, the man, the myth, the legend himself. That is super awesome stuff. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. That'll be a lot of cool. That'll be really cool. Especially if we don't know. Let's say some mercenary units decide to drop in as reinforcements, like proper mercenary units as reinforcements for a government lance or somebody that we're attacking. And it's like, whoa, what? That would be kind of cool if, from a player perspective, you don't necessarily know in some cases what you've been tasked to go up against if you don't know. I always, when those situations kind of show up, I'm like, I'm really frustrated and mad, but I'm also really excited and happy because I love those sorts of like once overs. Those where the mission creators kind of pull one over on you, which is pretty exciting. He's like, yeah, well, I have some fun ones like the Crescent Hawks. That'll be cool. That'll be cool as well. Oh man, that's awesome. Oh man, dude, so exciting, so freaking exciting. Oh, all right, what are we doing now? I don't even know anymore. It's just so much excitement. Let's get up here with that hollow, and we actually have Harry down here in our lance as well, kicking butt. Let's try to get this LRM Hetzer to go away. If we're lucky. Oh, not quite. The armor is holding. We are going first. We could reserve. Looks like there's an LRM back there as well. I'm trying to draw them into the saddle, either to one side, to the southwest or the northeast, basically down here or up here. And that way, we can make a decision to push through and crush, or to fall back and let them channel on through. So we'll see. That's right, Serve Cold. Chronic is toasted. Actually, I'm out of most of the booze, alcohol in my house. It's a very, very sad day. The full year plus of, pandemic and, staying and working from home and not going to the state-run liquor store because it's 350% markup. It's really expensive. Yeah, I'm down to strawberry rum and huckleberry whiskey, which I'm sure are okay, but it's usually not my go-to. I miss my Fireball, the super cheap stuff, straight up vodka, and just absolutely horrible. Just horrible beer. Zach says, I can order alcohol online, regular price. Dude, so when I lived back in the state of Michigan, in the Midwest, closer, to where you live, Zachus, you could walk into any grocery store and for $8, you could buy just some really, really good like vodka and stuff like that. Whereas out here in Utah, that exact same bottle is like $37, and you can only buy it from a specific store. Back home in Michigan, you could go to any family-owned restaurant you wanted to, sit down and buy as much beer as you wanted to cart out with you, whether it was in a keg, a cask, whatever, and it was fine. Out here, yeah, not the case. So that's right, Tank here, Utah. It is what it is. That being said, I don't need to be drinking that much alcohol, but it is a bummer now that my stash is finally running down. Oh, but we're here playing some BattleTech, having some fun along the way. What to do? Can we get anyone up here? We kind of can. Yeah, we'll have Harry come up here in the Griffin, make some more whoosh whoosh sounds with all those SRMs until we can punch in with the melee arm mod. We'll see what happens. Zaka says, what do I have? Jim Beam right now. That sounds really good. That sounds really, really good. Absolutely. Romulus Ale I've heard of, but I've never... I don't know if it's real or not, but I've never actually seen it in person if it is. We can get some shots over here. Why not? We'll kind of hang out here closer to this rock. See if we can't bait that mech in a little bit more. And here we go. We're going up and getting some shots on this Stinger. Not the best chance to hit, but we're going to go for it. We might get lucky. We don't, but it's all right. We're in a polar environment, and the blackjack is running pretty darn cold, which is pretty awesome. So. Tanker says, I have some unholy mixture of spiced rum, vodka, and salted caramel whiskey. What? Just rum and vodka usually don't mix. At least in my experience. If it's good, go for it. I'm not going to be the one that tells you not to. So, in one bottle. Oh, that's living dangerously. That's. Whew. I would ask how those nights and those following mornings go after you drink a lot of that, but I also don't really want to know. I have some ideas. And there are, of course, it was a pincer maneuver up here formation. There are additional V's up on that side. So we're going to have Tug kind of get a little closer and just stomp. Why not? Squishy squish. Come here, buddy. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Quads lasers just for good measure, just to make sure nothing survives. We destroy all the salvage. But it's all right. We got pick 0, get 3, so it's all right. Taker says, yeah, I can't tell you, Toast. I don't rightly remember. See, that's what I'm talking about. I will say this, even after having drunk a lot of vodka in my life, it doesn't give me hangovers, which is a really, really nice change of pace compared to a few other things I've had. So, Hetzer LRM point blank range with that hollow. We should be jumping with the Phoenix Hawk. We messed that up. That's all right. We're going to get some shots going on. And then there it goes. Vehicle destroyed. Enemy vehicles are 50% down. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. We know they at least have 2 mechs up here. 1 visible in the Stinger. 1 has LRMs. They might have 2 more for reinforcements, but we haven't seen anything yet if they are. Yes, and Azakis is like, I also don't have a girlfriend. I mean, hey, all things in their time and place. It'll work out. It could be a Valkyrie tank here. It could be a Valkyrie if it's a light. I mean, I'm not gonna be too worried if it's not a light. It is what it is. We're gonna get the Blackjack up here with Served Cold and get some more shots on this Stinger. Again, not the best chance to hit, but we did hit once right into the shoulder. Looks like the right side torso. It should be good. That's right. Valkyries. Valkyries? Valkyries? 2 different ways I've heard it pronounced. It's pretty cool. And Harry78 can't actually get line of sight on anything right now, so we're just gonna reserve and see what comes to us. So, Zach said I had a wife years ago, no rush. I mean, hey, it's your life. You got things rolling the way you want. If not, you'll go after them. I know how it works. So, I'm not one to judge, my friend. Let's see. What do we have over here? We have a Bulldog AC2. Okay, SRM4s, AC2s. Not bad. Something that we definitely have to keep our eyes on, but I'm not going to be too worried about it, depending what those extra mechs are. What is this vehicle? Oh, we still don't know. Can we get Harry some shots on it? We can. So we're just Harry, we're going to walk over. We're going to poke this thing in the face and see what it does. We're going to see what it is.
I'm there.
SRM carrier. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh. Mistakes were made. Oh, boy. Oh. So kudos to the tank. Let's look at this. Right? So this SRM carrier is in cover on the back reverse side of a hill where all it has to do is wait for something to poke and they can just blap it right in the face in point blank range. And it's just enough to get on the sensor lock. This is the best ambush position you could have for this mech, for this V that you could imagine. This is amazing. And I know it's probably not intentional with the AI, but still, it's things like this that just pull me right into the immersion of this. You're just like, oh, there's a sensor lock over there, and you go, it was a trap. It was a very, very big trap. Now, the big question is, can we kill it? We've got a good chance, so we'll see. I'm also going to give Harry some vigilance. So hopefully it doesn't hurt as bad if we can't kill this thing. So, whew, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Oh, I love it so much. Harry, buckle up. It's going to be a quick ride. Oh, man. Oh, Harry gets to go again. Well, you know what? Don't mind. Don't mind if I do. Harry's found a little bit of that motivation and courage. We're going to charge right through this ambush and stomp straight on down. 150 damage of melee. Yes. There it is. Woo. Woo. It's all good. It's all good. We're fine. Woo. I wasn't scared. You were scared. Oh, man. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Harry. Woo. It's moments like this where I'm just like, it's so good. It's so good and horrified that it's fantastic. Let's get some eyes on and see what this actually is up here. It's Trebuchet 5J. Okay. I have no idea what the 5J is. That sounds like tier 2 tech. Korean B tech. Okay. Minimum weapon range is reduced to 45 meters. I have no idea what this is. Wait, Korean BattleTech with a C. I don't know, man. 44, 74 actually, or all the way over here to 74. Let's focus on the Bulldog. That way we can kind of close this gap with Harry and get that taken off of our flanks. Then we can just kind of charge up the hill. I think that's what we'll do. That should be all right. Yeah, whew. Saved by the vigilance. Absolutely. Yep. I love pancakes in the morning. A good Treb, quite good. Standard tech. Okay. I'm just not that familiar with it. BattleTech equivalent of an MLRS. I have no idea what that is, Craig. Hit me with the knowledge. I want to learn some more. I need to know. Hollow with the Phoenix Hawk. We could jump and gain some more knowledge here. You know what? Why not? We'll jump a little bit closer. I get some more damage boost for those things if we do hit. And large laser, 2 mediums. It should be all right. There we go. And bazap, bazap, bazap. One hit, 2 misses. It's all right. That's not a big deal. But Trebuchet is getting closer. Hang in there, buddy. Thankfully, a lot of stuff misses. Tug is reliant on that evasion, which has slowly disappeared. Multiple launch rocket system. Oh, you're talking like MIRVs or things like that, where one missile goes out and then it splits into multiple missiles. Or just like a big giant mattress stack of just missiles going whoosh, 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 whoosh. M270 multiple launch rocket system. Okay. It sounds cool. Like a modern Katusha. Okay. Those things are cool. Just guided. Yeah. So everybody gets their present delivered on time at the appointed location. Is that how that works? Serve cold on the blackjack. 35% or 20. Yeah, sure. We'll shoot the Treb. Why not? It's the best chance we got. Now, we could be getting here with sensor lock. We have 2 sensor lock pilots. Served cold on that hollow. So we'll see if we need that. I'm not going to really go in and focus that sort of priority on a target instead of shooting until we can really get a bit more focused fire. I want to make sure that this Bulldog is taken care of first before we dive into anything else going on with spending those sorts of actions. So Taker says, yeah, big mattress stack. Yep. I think the missiles are accurate down to a meter radius or so. I mean, depending on their payload, that seems like more than enough, depending on what you're trying to do. Hollow's over there. Tugbobo's over here. We're gonna play a dangerous game. We're gonna wait and see if they get closer, because if they do, we can possibly use that to our advantage. They could get further away, which would be a bummer. The Stinger's moving to another piece of cover, breaking from one cover to the other and transitioning. That's pretty smart. That's pretty cool. That's not too shabby, actually. Basically trying to get out of there so they can't be compacted together and surrounded. Harry, we're just going to have you walk front towards the enemy, depressing that whoosh whoosh trigger. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. Vehicle destroyed. Primary objective completed. Oh, man. I think there's like, I know their laser-guided bombs are even more accurate. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. But they actually have maneuverability and gravity on their side. I don't know how that makes it better than missiles, but it does. I don't know. Zach says there are like 20 variants. LRM carries. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's a missile for everything. Everybody gets a missile. You want a missile? You get a missile. You want a missile that turns upside down? You also get a missile. You want a missile that goes past you and then explodes? You can have that too. It's all that tech. It's pretty cool stuff. GPS guided rockets have accuracy of less than 10 meters. Yeah. That's pretty cool stuff. I mean, technologically speaking anyway. I'm not going to dive into how they're used or not used. That's not really something I'm going to weigh in on. The Vulcan, yeah, we can't really get into grips with too much stuff just yet. We're going to send the Vulcan up here and try to get him on this side, get him into a crossfire, and bazap, bazap with all the weaponry. Here we go into the Trebuchet. Oh, man. Remember, we have pick 0, get 3 salvage, so we're just trying to get the C-bills out of this mission. If we get a piece of Trebuchet that's cool, But otherwise, I'm not too worried about it. 35-kilometer range is pretty nice, actually. That's not too shabby. That hollow, we're going to have you move up here into the cover. And possibly have you multi-shot with a Phoenix Hawk. I don't know if you got the heat capabilities for that. Probably not. So that's pretty decent chance to hit. That actually brings us to our heat load, so we're going to rock that. 1 large, 2 medium lasers. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. We are above 50% on a resolve, so we are getting that +1 accuracy bonus. We could spend an ability on that, which might not be a bad idea. We've cleaned this up over here, so we really just have to get in here and start doing some work. I think we're just outside of range on the blackjack. We've got 1 orange pip, 1 not. 55, 35, and this is better, so we're going to rock this for a moment, and we'll see what we get. Oh, man, everything hits. And there goes an arm, right arm destroyed, medium laser crit. That trebuchet pilot is probably not too happy about that. And, ooh, cinematic mode coming on in. The Stinger is coming in for a punch. Boom, structure exposed on the leg. That's not too shabby, not too bad. The downside, though, is it is currently 4 against 2. We have the weight advantage. We have the firepower advantage. They probably recognize that. Normally, this is where, depending on what their mission objective is as pirates, I would expect that they might punch out. They might flee. They might turn and try to evac on their own. And so, Harry, I don't know if it's possible, but eventually, one day, one of these years, it'd be really cool to see the AI decide, you know what, we're going to turn tail on evac, and once they bail on out, the mission's a win. That'd be pretty cool. So that'd be pretty darn awesome. Just to, again, add a bit more, what do you say, what are the words that I'm looking for? English is hard today. Immersion, right? Though the flip side is that does potentially make it easier for the players, but if they're in that position, they might cakewalk them anyway. So I don't know. I love this stuff. I would also love to see one of the V's be a mobile long tom artillery piece. There's a model in one of these maps in here in the game that has a mobile long tom with a crane and a trailer with rounds, and that'd be really cool to give it like the thumper cannon ability. But I know the AI can't easily use that. But I do know that one of the modders on the BattleTech Revised team independently is trying to figure out how to get the AI to actually access the thumper ability. So I don't know. There's a lot of cool potential out there. Some really neat, nifty things. So let's see. The Phoenix Hawk. We'll come over here. We'll punch him right in that shoulder. That tank here is letting us know the ammo is in the right torso. So we'll see. We miss. We do have 2 small lasers, though, rolling on in. We might get lucky. Bazap, bazap. Oh, we got a headshot as well. Oh, man. I can tell immersion in Polish. Yeah, that's true. Craig says, I did experience a tank mounting a sniper cannon. Now, are we talking about the tank had the sniper cannon as a weapon system, or that it was doing an unspeakable act with the sniper cannon? There's 2 ways this answer can go. So, Tugbobo, get on in there, smash and dash from that side. Go get him, buddy. Here we go. Punch and crunch and small lasers, quad lasers for the win.
Subscriber mode activated.
DK, what's up, my buddy, my pal? 1 year, 12 months. WTH happened, man. What the heck? Oh, man. Dude, welcome back to the adventure. We're doing a bonus stream tonight. It's been a month since I was able... It's been a month since I was able to actually get in here and stream, and so I'm doing a bonus stream tonight. Harry's laid some really cool knowledge on us about some fantastic number of additional roving mercenary groups and smaller factions on the maps, just doing crazy shenaniganry and cool stuff like that. Mercenary companies and whatnot here in the mod that's potentially going to be seen in the next few patches showing up, which will be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. It's awesome. Harry just came in and dropped a knowledge bomb, which has me all excited again. DK says, nice. Hey, folks, strictly in lurk mode. Work sucks. But wanted to say, hey. No, I hear you, DK. I did 4 days worth of work in 3 days this week, so I hear you, man. Thank you very much for the resub. Thank you very much for the lurk. It's much appreciated, man. Thank you for stopping on by. And Served Cold has to drop for a family call. All right, man, have a good one. Take it easy, and we'll catch you on the flip side. We might see you on Sunday or possibly in someone else's stream tonight doing some MechWarrior Online. We'll see how it goes. So have a good one, man. Take it easy, and we'll see you on the flip side, man. Zacchaeus said, I did 1 day worth of work in 5 days. I mean, Zacchaeus, if you can get paid for it and it's not going to cause an issue and it meets expectations, I'm not going to tell you no, man. that's between you and your employer, whether that's an actual company or someone telling you to do the dishes, whatever it may be. Absolutely. To each their own. Ah, what did we miss? We missed something. The trebuchet's still rolling around. Oh, it's got 19 left there. Okay. Well, we're going to get a little bit closer, and we're going to blast the snot out of the other side here. We are at 86 resolve. We should get in here and, use that for some extra whoosh whoosh sounds. But Harry, over here, we're going to have him walk a little bit closer. We'll see what this looks like. Not the best chance to hit. Really good on the stinger, so we're going to precision strike on the stinger and just straight go for the CT. Why not? Let's rock and roll. Let's do it. Let's all send it down. There it goes. All those look really dangerous. And the mech is unsteady. Sand blasted on one side, but it's still standing. We're going to send Tug Bobo back over here to do some more melee damage from this damaged side. If we're lucky, we're going to see this side and torso fall right off. So fingers crossed. Here we go. It is an armless trebuchet, and we did damage. I don't think we hit the side torso, though. But there we go. Oh, baby. The quads lasers do not disappoint. And finally, the pilot is unsettled. That is one cool as a cool cucumber can be. Holy crap. Sure, the Phoenix Hawk is still running a little hot. We'll get up here in melee. Why not? We'll cool down for a turn. Get up here and smash and dash. Here it is. Oh, and we miss. We do have two small lasers going in for that other torso. And are we lucky enough? They're finally panicked. That went pretty quickly. Must hit something important in there. That's right. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. What do we got going on? Coming over here on the backside of a blackjack, and it didn't work out very well. We're going to have Harry come up here and get a little bit closer. Yeah, sure. We'll sandblast the trebuchet into pieces. Why not? There we go. There it is. CT destroyed. Left torso destroyed. That is going to leave a mark. Somebody got toasted. Oh, baby. That's right. He's nervous. Twitchy. He's not twitching anymore. Or maybe he is. I don't know. But we're not going to check in on that for a little bit till the salvage teams get here. The blackjack, we could actually melee. We do have small lasers. But we're just going to turn around and just shoot him right in the face with precision strike at that. Yeah, we'll go for the torso. Why not? We'll make it work. And we miss with one of the large lasers. Boom! There it is. Oh, man. Served cold, wrecking face, getting the job done. Darius says we certainly send a message. I mean, I guess. That's right. Too late, Craig. Too late. But, we could. Nothing wrong with it. But we need our C-bills. That's what we got here. And that's what we're taking home with us. Hopefully, we got over 400,000. That'll hopefully offset some of our drop costs. 434, which is pretty cool. And so we're taking home 350,000 C-bills. Something like that, which isn't too shabby. We've got a little bit of armor to stick back here on the leg. We might just patch over this and ignore it. It's only 5 off on the internals. It's not too shabby. And we did not get a trebuchet part at all, but that's all right. We got machine guns. We don't need any more of those, so we are going to shift-click sell those. LRM-15s. Do we have any of those? We've got 2. We'll hang on to that, and we'll hang on to the stinger part as well, which isn't too bad. Azakis says, heading to bed is 3 a.m. here. Call me, Viewbot. All right, Azakis, thank you very much for stopping on by. Much appreciated, my friend. Have a good evening. Have a good morning. We'll catch you on the flip side, man. It's always a blast seeing you around. Oh, man. So how's everybody's week gone so far? Sounds like some people are already well into the weekend. I know for myself, it was a crazy, zany week. Things are going all right now, kind of moseying into doing a bonus stream here tonight, which we're doing right now. And we'll be getting another stream back on schedule on Sunday, which I'm pretty stoked about. Getting a chance to get some more BattleTech action in and advancing through the timeline slowly but surely. 3051. January 17th at that. So what do we have here for other missions? We have a 1.5 skull one here. It says clean out the mercs. Battle Highlands 1.5 skulls. Max salvage is pick 3, get 12. We are in our sweet spot, so we'll leave these sliders here in the middle. And again, it looks like we're going up against more pirates, so they're very, very mad at us. Very pissed off as well. So this is a 1.5 skull. This could flex to a 2.5 skull. And then because pirates 3, which we have to be very cognizant of, this could be a very, very dangerous mission. But we're going to leave it here in the middle. 371, basically almost 400,000 C-bills. Pick 1, get 6. Not bad. And it should be all right. Now, our Phoenix Hawk has some internal damage. That's okay. The legs are patched back over. We'll drop with it. It'll be fine until it's absolutely not. But we'll deal with it. It'll be okay. I'm sure it'll be okay. Famous last words, but what are you going to do? The big question now is who do we want to put where? Rumor has it we've got a Data King 1 in the house, so I think it's only proper that we put DK over here into, well, something. Probably the Phoenix Hawk. Why not? Makes sense. Actually, no. We'll put him over here into the Blackjack. He's got some really good gunnery set up and ability to kind of split fire and stay in cover, which will work well for this. We're going to bring Death Fox down here to the Vulcan, get all that melee damage in as well. Should be pretty darn cool. And now we're kind of looking for a Jack of all trades individual, which will probably be, if I had to guess, let's put Tanja Falconbach over here into the Griffin. Nothing super special, but he does have sensor lock, so he can close for that long-range stuff and actually be a little useful if we need that. And then into the Phoenix Hawk, it's mostly shooting a little bit of melee, but nothing super, super insanely crazy. And so with that, I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring Flavolicious down there, most likely into the Phoenix Hawk, with that ability to multi-target, multi-shot, long distance, up close. It should be all right. So Craig says, by the way, Toast, that tank mounting the sniper cannon was called a marksman. Okay, so that's pretty darn cool. I mean, the one, that's a cool name. 2, a sniper cannon in a tank is fantastic. It reminds me of, there's a Swedish tank destroyer that had, I think it was Swedish. I could be getting this wrong. Maybe it was Swiss. Oh, it might have been Swiss. Oh, it's been so long I'm forgetting. But it had articulated pneumatic suspension. So it could like go higher or lower by about 4.5 feet. You could tilt, get armor deflection. It's also the crazy cool stuff. That's a pretty cool tank. That's what it kind of reminds me of, is a tank of that nature, where you move the whole tank. Like the gun is 100% fixed. It doesn't even have like a plus or minus 2 or 3 degrees. It's just straight up fixed in that vehicle, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like a doorstop. Yep, that's the one tank here. It was added to World of Tanks a number of years ago, I think. Maybe it was War Thunder. Oh gosh, maybe it was Armored. There was a third game that was rolling around that was doing that. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it wasn't very much of a marksman, though. Did he miss a lot? Hey, kudos to you. But needless to say, ladies and gents, words are hard. We're going to dive on in and hit that deploy button. And it's fine. We've got a mech damage. It's okay. We're not going to wait. We're just going to drop straight on into it. And we'll see what happens. I'm going to grab another swig of soda here, reach down into the grab bag of Voice Dump, see what we get. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. What are we dealing with here? What do we got going on? All right, destroy enemy units. A beautiful scene right there. You see the moon just creeping out of view at the top of the view. That's beautiful. The dark side of the planet over here coming in under the cover of night.
Follower online.
Legally Blind Gamer, welcome to the adventure. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully things are going well with your day, evening, morning, whatever part of the week, weekend, or world you're in. Welcome to the adventure. Hopefully things are going well for you. And if not, hopefully, as I say that for the 3rd time in a row, that we can really, really, bring that mood up regardless of where you're at. So Legally Blind says, really enjoying Bex as well. Just finished mission 45. Oh, cool. Bex is honestly one of my favorite mods for the game. There's other mods, and they're all fantastic. They do some really cool stuff. But Bex really, really, really feels like a proper expansion of content and scenarios and missions and everything else to the core campaign on the game. It's a lot of fun. So right now, legally, BattleTech is kind of inferior now. They did just receive a patch, I think, not too long ago, a week ago, somewhere in there that changed a few things around. BattleTech's pretty cool. It holds everything in the kitchen sink into it, if that's what you're going for. There's a few other mods that are out there. BattleTech Advanced 3062 kind of picks up a few years after the clan invasion is complete, and it's got mech engineer and stuff in there. There's BattleTech Revised, which is kind of a reflavoring of all of the lore and stuff like that, while generally trying to stay true to it but rebalancing everything. But of those 4 mods, BEX3025, which is what we're playing here, is my favorite. It's my go-to. I keep coming back to it. It's still so good. It just feels right. It feels like a proper progression. It's just great. It's absolutely great. Legally says I don't like that Rogue Tech overwrites my save settings change. Right, my settings changes. Like I can only play with their settings or else. Yeah, I mean, it's not all the mods are for everybody, right? JSON settings. There you go. I know for myself, I haven't played Rogue Tech in a long time. It's not quite my cup of tea, but there's a lot of people that do like it. Just like there's people that like 3062 and BattleTech Revised. And full disclosure, I did help with some of the development work on BattleTech Revised. But as it is, Bex 3025 is what I keep coming back to. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. And Harry just keeps depositing bombs of knowledge on us and what's coming up down the pipeline potentially. Oh, man. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. Harry let us know that there's going to be potentially a pile of mercenary groups and smaller roving factions that will be added in one of the upcoming factions if you can work out the technical stuff behind it, which will make the map of the mod for Bex 3025 that much more interactive and just immersive, which would be pretty cool. Hey, Graybeard, welcome back to the chat. Welcome back to the channel, my friend. Hopefully things are going good. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, baby. What was the voice that we pulled up? Oh, there it is. We're currently trying to engage in long-term operations in this system, which runs counter to hostile Merc's interests. They hired a well-regarded mercenary outfit to engage the planetary government's operatives on the planet's surface, and the mercenaries have sent a single well-armed lance. We'd like you to counter that lance by intercepting and destroying it. I don't like fighting other mercenaries, but that's the nature of the business. Oh, man. So let's see here. It says hostile Mercs interest. So it's either hostile Mercs or that's the name of the mercenary company, which admittedly would be pretty cool. Yeah, so Harry says these missions against Mercs will be actual Merc units that are working for the faction in the year you are playing. That's really cool, man. Like, I am just, I'm at loss of words. I'm so excited. Oh, Harry, like, thank you, man. Just in advance for the stuff coming and all the stuff that has happened already with the mod. Just, oh, man, it's so good. It's so good. Graybeard says they're going to be mixed. Had my 58th B-Day on Saturday, then went into the hospital Sunday. Oh, man, that's a bummer. Hopefully things went okay, that you've got a good path to recovery and of whatever it is. And hopefully you stay healthy, man. I've had a few run-ins with the hospital over this past year as well. It's a little scary, especially with some family and some very, very close friends. So, yeah, we're rooting for you. At least myself, I am. I know the rest of the chat probably is as well. So, Craig says, that's my favorite voice toast. Words are hard. That's my favorite voice toast? Was the one that we just did? Oh, man. Graybeard says, hard issue fixed out in 2 days. Trying to recover. Ah, got you, man. Well, like I said, it's one of those dealios where we know a lot about hearts these days. So, we're rooting for you, and hopefully your recovery goes well. I don't know how serious it is, and that's for you to discuss with the people that you want to discuss it with. But either way, we're rooting for you, man, and hope you get better. So, heart issues suck, especially if they're physical heart issues and stuff like that, for sure. That's right, Tank Hair Toys. It's been a month since I've streamed BattleTech, and I'm just so excited to be here. Like I'm smiling ear to ear. I'm just giddy to be finally, one, playing again, and two, to be hanging out with everyone here in chat. On a Friday night as well. It's been a long while since we've done any sort of evening stream, and I have to give a shout out to Mrs. Toast. Letting me get a few hours in tonight to kind of catch up on some things. So I'm pretty excited. It's a lot of fun. All right. Yeah, let's begin this mission. Let's see how hosed we are. We could be completely hosered, but if we are, it's all right. So Gabriel says, was taken from the D&D game I was supposed to DM. Good thing the house host was a doctor. Oh, man. That's a bummer. But that being said, it does give me the opportunity to ask you about your D&D stuff, man. So I'm a D&D DM myself. We have a long-term game with Horde of the Dragon Queen, heavily modified and twisted in with Out of the Abyss, Rage of Demons, one of those together that's on pause. And we've been diving into a conversion of the Emerald Dungeon module from Pathfinder, again, heavily modified, playing over not Roll20, a Foundry virtual tabletop. I've been enjoying it. I've gone from roleplay heavy to dungeon crawl heavy, and I'd like to kind of pick your brain to see what sort of games do you enjoy? What have you found works well, and if it doesn't, what are your thoughts on that? I'm always trying to learn more, so I can take a look at my own games and try to improve them as we go through and do different things. So, for those that are new to watching us here on Twitch, we kind of meander and ramble. It's all part of the fun. It's all part of the adventure. We're hanging out. We're here to de-stress, make horrible decisions, and try to dig ourselves out with battle mechs. So, it works out. All right, what does Darius have to say? We're facing professionals, so we should expect well-armed and disciplined opposition. We've picked up comm signals from this region, so that's where you should start looking. Oh, boy. Ladies and gents, can anyone lean into their computer screen and see what that is? What does that look like? Is that a Centurion? I kind of want to think that's a Centurion. I could be wrong on that, but we'll see. Keep them off balance and be careful, Commander. Oh, man. Take care, says Senny. Yeah. Now, here's hoping it's the LRM variant, as odd as it is to say that, and not the AC-10 variant, because I can deal with LRMs. You can keep evasion pips, you can get up underneath their guns, and it'll work out well. I mean, it could be a Clint. That'd be okay, too. Yeah, Craig, tangents are good for the chat. They're also a mathematical term, too, so your mileage may vary. Graybeard says, I have a Discord service worth of advice. I helped open the OWB back in 74, been running since the 80s. Oh, wait, OWB original white box. Oh, dude, that is so cool, man. Holy wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I've just gotten done over the last few days, actually, trying to come up with an actually robust but very simple crafting system for potions and stuff like that harkens back to alchemical kits and stuff, being able to do stuff, and for our campaign. And I was going back and taking a look at what they did in first and second edition and a few other systems that are out there. So I get it. Like 5e I enjoy a lot, but when you want to dive into the nitty gritty, there's extra work that needs to be done, and that's fine. That's all part of being a good dungeon master, is you can either run the modules as they are, or you can start homebrewing stuff into and out of them, which is always a lot of fun. And the more I do it, the more confident I get at it, which is pretty cool. So, you were 11? You're old? Oh, man, you're just getting seasoned. Getting all that knowledge floating around. It's important stuff. We've got all sorts of age groups in the group that I run. We've got people that are younger than me. We've got people that are 3 times my age. And we've got a pretty diverse group. It's a lot of fun. And every time we play, there's always something new that I learn. And the way that I look at it, is like, yeah, I'm the DM, and my word, what my word in that moment goes. But I'm always looking to say, okay, hey, I'm not going to go back and retcon stuff for most situations, but this is what we made the decision for here. Here's what I learned. Here's the new stuff. Here's how we're going to progress moving forward. It's a really cool opportunity to hang out with people. And there's a quote somewhere. I think it might be a Matthew Mercer quote, or at least attributed to him, where it's, playing D&D is just really helping your friends work through personal problems, but you're doing that advice through the voice of a goblin. It's all that goofy stuff. But we're here to do BattleTech, ladies and gents. What do we got to deal with here? Where are we at? We are not in any sort of perceivable corner, so we could have reinforcements anywhere around us. We have an enemy lance up here. Oh, we got a whole pile of high terrain up here we got to keep an eye out for. And while we're here, we're going to zoom on in and take a look at this. Chat, look at this scenery. Doesn't this remind you of like Campo Santos' game Firewatch and stuff? It's just beautiful. Oh, man. This game is so gorgeous when it wants to be. It's just taking a deep breath and enjoying it. It's so good. But what we're going to do strategy-wise is we are going to try our best to flank right and then rotate counterclockwise and smash in up against this. We could try to approach here. I'm afraid of getting pincered out of the left and the right. So we'll see. Krieg is saying stick to the trees. I think that's worthwhile. I really want to pivot to the right and see what we're dealing with. It's slightly downslope from our targets. If we have to, we can always fall back down here, work through these gullies a little bit. But alternatively, we could try to push this way and get up through and over this. But we don't have a lot of jump jets, and we're going to get pot shots taken out, which will be a bummer. So, yeah, Graybeard, HBS did make a beautiful map set. I've been very, very impressed with it. Just nonstop every time. So we're going to sprint. We're going to see what we see. Nothing yet, which is good. We're up against professional merc units, so we have no idea if they're coming in with an ambush. I'm sure they probably are. Some goofy tactics, something floating through here, which we're going to just get eaten alive by at some point. But we're going to keep pivoting over here. We're just going to keep working our way to the right. Just over and over and over. We're going to move someone else so that we're not blocking all of that movement. I don't really want to get too close. I want to kind of just work myself to the right, and then we'll switch up. And we'll see how that goes. We're going to send Deathfox over here with the Vulcan. And nothing on sensors, so this right now at least, map edges over here, we are good to go. We can probably start pivoting north now, assuming we don't see any crazy reinforcements. So to do that, I'm going to actually send Deathfox out here into the no man's zone, and then we're going to have her start working her way back up. If we're lucky, we can get a rear flank, but the rest of the Lance, the 3 members, we're just going to start advancing up from this tree cover into this, start working over it, and then we're going to come in and slam in and rotate counterclockwise into them. That's the plan anyway. We'll see what actually happens.
Roger that.
I'm sure it's going to get just completely muddled and be horrible, but that's part of part of what happens, right?
Position confirmed.
Turn 4, we still haven't seen him do anything, so we're going to send Deathfox screaming down here.
Copy that.
All right, so there we are. We've got some eyes on what they are. Deathfox is over here with a pile of evasion. What are we dealing with here? A Trebuchet 5N, pretty classic, fully armored. Looks like it is in cover. It's guarded, entrenched, and whew, okay. So far, we've got 2 contacts up here. Our plan is looking like it's going to be the same. Actually, yeah, we aren't quite in initiative order just yet, so we can't even
Yeah, Commander.
do like the resolve sort of stuff. But we're going to hang back a little bit. We're going to try to bait them out if we can,
On the move.
simply because I don't know what else is back in this
On my
area.
way.
So, yeah, Craig says it sounds like a plan until you make contact, for sure. We're going to start playing that reserve game. Just make sure first everyone still has their evasion pips. We're good. And we're going to wait for them to make a move. Oh, they're pulling back a little bit. That's interesting. So we only know of 2 right now. There's a third one coming over there on the far side. 35, another 50-tonner. 3 50-tonners. Okay. So they're out of position. I'm glad we didn't go that way. Depending where the potential 4th mech is, that could be an issue. Yeah, we'll see. So we're going to send Deathfox screaming up here to get eyes on what this other mech is. There's a Cent 9A that we originally saw. Nothing special. So about the same. We are in range of our small weapons here, so we're going to go for this one. This was a 1.5 skull Graybeard, so it could have flexed to 2.5 skulls, and because it's against pirates, it could go another half skull to a 3. We'll see. It really depends on if they have reinforcements or whatever else shows up. I'm guessing there's a 4th mech up here somewhere, but we don't have sensor information on it just yet. We got some good solid hits in there with the Valkyrie. Not Valkyrie, the Vulcan. That's the one it is. And we're going to start rolling up this right flank, go from cover to cover. Next round, this mech will probably be in our side flank, but we'll have this terrain feature here that we can start pivoting around, depending on when the bad guys show up. And if we need to, we can break off into some terrain up here. We are bound by the map a little bit, but that's not too shabby. Again, we're going to stay here. We're going to protect this right side of the Griffin because that's where all the missiles are. We're going to go whoosh whoosh on in here. We could sensor lock if we want to. I'm just trying to get the ammo dumped down to 100 or less on this Griffin so those ammo bins don't detonate when, not if they get critted.
What's up,
The
boss?
Phoenix Hawk, we can move up here as well. We could jump again,
Steve,
but we're going to wait till we get a little bit closer.
firing.
And we're just going to keep putting shots into this Trebuchet. It's not in a position right now to run hot. we're still a few, unfortunately, painful volleys away from that happening most likely. We're going to hang out up here, get a little bit further away from that target. The blackjack is symmetrical. That's all right. And we'll get some 2 shots in there with Data King 1, Data Konegain with the mustache. And we've done some damage. Nothing significant, but it's working out well. Now, the big question is,
Commander.
what do we want to do? We've got a lot of evasion pips. And what I want to do is get Death Fox up here to get them in a crossfire. They have to turn around or they have to continue peeling back. And then we can continue to kind of follow in, keeping distance and slowly still reeling them in. Or they could decide to turn and fight, which is advantageous to us either way. This might pull this mech up here. We'll see. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to try to wrap with the Vulcan with Death Fox.
I copy.
We'll get up there. And we have a good chance to hit there. About the same, it looks like, either way. So we're going to keep working on this trebuchet over and over and over again.
Taking the shot.
And we've only got 4 evasion pips. It's not the end of the world, but it is working. We did crit the LRM-15, so it's going to be a little bit harder for it to hit us. Now, we could, again, reserve all the way back and see what they decide to do. But I think I'm going to push to try to get out of line of sight of whatever this 50-tonner mech is, at least as much as I can. Now, we are going to jump to get up here a little bit closer. Not quite enough for the small weaponry. But we're going to do this so that we can pivot here, potentially give the Op-4 a little bit of a right side, so they might want to flank over here and get into a crossfire. No guarantees that's going to work, but we could try to bait them in for that. In the meantime, we're just going to completely just unload what we got there. We hit with everything, which is cool. We do get that damage boost, and they are panicked. Panic level critical. And they are backing up. They might still shoot us, though, and they're probably still in cover. There they go, pushing everything into the Vulcan. They do not want to get wrapped, which is impressive. The AI is able to, identify this. Now, we're probably going to want to have the Griffin go a little bit closer. Maybe. It's not the best chance to hit. It's a lot better than the Centurion, but the Centurion hasn't been damaged just yet. I'm going to hold off on the Griffin, and we're going to move up a little bit with the Blackjack.
Copy that.
And the reason for that is we're going to get a better chance to get some more shots back on that Trebuchet. I want to do some more damage. That also allows us to keep the Griffin in reserve, depending on what this is and if we need to break off to try to intercept and keep that occupied while we work on these 2 mechs over here. We'll see. We'll see. We're doing some damage. We got a stray shot in as well. And the T-shirt sleeves have been ripped off from that mech. What are we dealing with down here? 50-tonner. What are you? Missiles? LRM 10, maybe? I think it was more than 5. It's definitely not a 15. No idea what that is. We're going to play a waiting game. We're going to reserve. We're going to see what this Centurion does. It's going to get closer, which is going to help us out significantly in terms of our own Griffin getting in there and doing more damage.
Damage minimal.
So that is unfortunately a bad mistake by the AI. We're going to try to capitalize on it as much as we can. Sandblast mode activated. Oh, yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. Doing some damage. It could be another Treb Krig. It didn't look like a full LRM-15, though. So I don't know if it's another variant or if I'm missing something. It could maybe be an Enforcer. Those might only be 40 tons, though. Maybe it's a 50. I forget. But needless to say, we do have the Phoenix Hawk here. We do have the Vulcan.
Waiting for orders.
We're going to continue to try to wrap, and by doing that, we're going to go in and full make contact with this Trebuchet with the Vulcan, getting the small lasers to work as well. In fact, we are going to use some Vigilance on the Vulcan to try to get in here and smash and keep some of that, oh man, words are hard, some of that returning fire that's coming back at us that's expected at bay a little bit. So here we go, beautiful scenery, oh my goodness, go get him, Death Fox, and boom, 50 damage internal, something went bad, a head hit injury, oh man, talk about cockpit to cockpit, holy wow. And Flavalicious is here as well. Flava's running a little bit hot. Not too shabby. We could get in here and do some melee on this. I think we're going to wait. We're going to see what they do.
Confirmed.
That's right, a headbutt time. And the Treb is going again, going into the Griffin. I actually did not expect that. I probably would have noticed that if I was paying a bit more attention to the initiative order. But that's all right. So with that being the case,
Ready for orders.
because we can go in and dogpile the Centurion, but it really depends what this mech does, as well as this mech suit over here. So, oh no, oh, that's bad. Oh man, I didn't even think about it. That Hunchback. Golly. Oh, that's the medium laser disco ball. At least it's not an AC-20. Ugh. Jeez. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Well, okay. So everything is now battle balling up here. It looks like we've got a trebuchet over here. We've got this here. Now the Centurion is going to do a good job of trying to lock us down so that this Hunchback can close. I'm going to try to pivot up and go after this trebuchet if we can.
Receiving you.
And again, try to protect that right side arm as much as possible. They're working over already. We only have 9 armor on there, so I kind of want to maintain that. So, bazap, bazap, here we go. No melees just yet, but we are doing damage. And head destroyed! Yes! Oh, gosh.
Eliminated.
Somebody got toasted. Oh, baby. That is the first time I've got a head hit in this campaign. And we are well over 150 hours in. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, man. Good stuff. Well, there it goes. There goes a mech we don't have to worry about. So that's pretty darn awesome. And so now we can start focusing on the Centurion and hopefully deal with it from there. Question is, which one do we want to close with? Lots of medium lasers. AC-10. So I think we're going to deal with the Centurion first, if we
Yes,
can.
Commander.
We're going to get to the backside here
Heading out.
of the Centurion. Use all of our available firepower. Just
Here it
bazap, bazap, bazap on in. Everything hits. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. Someone's going to have a headache. That's right. That is one back scratch of
Ready
epic
for orders.
proportions. Can we get back here on the backside arc? It's looking like the answer might be negatory. Can we DFA? Is there a good chance? 53% is not great. So we're gonna come over here and again back up further away from this mech and drop it back to sensor status and continue to pound on in. We're gonna turn off our small laser, one of them, and continue to get as much damage as possible as we can. Hunching can get punchy. Yeah. Yep.
Target
Yep.
acquired.
Punchbacks. Oh man, we finally got this pilot stressed a little bit, and you know what?
Ready for orders.
We could have Deathfox roll in here and do a lot of damage. We could try to go on the backside over here and keep this Hunchy occupied. That being said, I also don't really want to be the sole focus of a Hunchback's attention in a Vulcan. That sounds rather dangerous, but we're gonna do it simply because I think it'll buy us some time, and I'm gonna try to tag this mech up from a distance over here. And if we need to, we'll rush on in. So, yeah, guns off the field. Yep, absolutely. So we're gonna give vigilance again, just to make sure that we're okay if we do get some return fire. And here we go. We got one large laser going in, tagged on up. Fingers crossed. Maybe that's enough.
Waiting for orders.
Hard to say. Now our Phoenix Hawk is a little hot, so we're gonna come in here and melee away, still from cover.
Confirmed.
Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom, and oh, 55 damage went internal. Oh, we only turned on one of the small lasers. One going on in. That's all right. The flip side is it'll buy us some time. The Hunchback did not bite. Ooh, oh, all the pain, but the armor holds. Oh baby, and the Hunchback is a little worse for the wear. We're gonna have the Griffin come around here and melee away. We're gonna give our back to the Hunchback, see if that's gonna be a good sized target. 155 damage because of that arm mod we've attached to this Griffin. Here we go, and boom! Left torso, left arm, left leg. That is 2 injuries for sure. Bada bing, bada boom. Someone just got lit up. Oh baby, there goes your shield arm. Oh man. And Data King. We could just go in here and stomp on this mech, but I think we're just going to stay here and shoot. Why not? Called shot. We're going to focus on the other torso just a wee bit. We're going to turn off one of the large lasers and a small laser that should buy us enough time.
Engage
There we
target.
go. Right torso, right on destroy. There's another injury, and the pilot is incapacitated. 3 injuries and gone. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, all we have left now is a hunchback. And we don't really have any good avenue here for this mech to do stuff. So we're going to come up here and sprint. Yeah, we'll sprint. We'll get in the backside of this Hunchy.
Double time. Let's go.
Craig says, good thing that Hunch isn't the AC-21. Yeah, that would have scared me. Like, AC-20s are just one-punch potentials of just really bad stuff happening. We're going to go up here and face tank, try to get them all turned around, try to pin them in place. Lose a little bit more heat with the Flavolicious. Again, we forgot to put one of the small lasers back on. That's okay. We're going to use that for next turn to hopefully jump away and shoot to get maximum damage as possible. Right now, we're just trying to keep this guy's attention. Or gal, we don't know. And oh gosh! Oh, I completely forgot. We just talked about the Hunchies like to get punches in. But we survived. We're okay. It's all good. That's why I run max back armor on everything. Oh, DK. Let's keep pulling them out over here to the side. That seems like the most appropriate avenue. Keep them away from coming around this corner. Large laser is not going to be good enough. There we go. That should be fine. Bazap, bazap, bazap. All solid hits, doing some work. That right leg is getting a little bit lower. And Tanja Falkenbach, we're going to step back a little bit. And again, protect that right side. And we're going to whoosh whoosh away for days. Here you go, man. Bada bing, bada boom. Have some missiles. Sandblast away. Oh, yeah. I mean, this mech is going to be hard to take down. It's got 40% damage reduction. It is in the forest as well. So it's something that we got to be cognizant of. We're going to have send Death Fox straight on in. We might be within range of our support weapons thanks to that close quarters combat suite. We are, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to fire away on the backside of this Hunchy. Trying to get through. We got through one of the torsos, it looks like. If we can keep this up, we'll be in a good position to really do a lot of damage. Again, the DFA is not really that well off right now. But we're going to jump over here. And we're going to turn back on that small laser. And we are going to generate some heat. But we are going to get a damage bonus because of the quirk of the Phoenix Hawk that we got. So here we go. Bazapping away. All the things firing on in. No misses at all. The back armor is opened up on both torsos, which is pretty cool. Graybeard says, is it odd that I recognize all of your pilots from being in various stream chats with them? I mean, I don't think it's odd at all. I think that's pretty darn cool. This Hunchy's doing work on the Griffin for sure. The Griffin's probably the one mech here that punches as hard, if not harder than that Hunchback. But this Hunchback's going to be in a really, really rough bind for sure. We're going to try to get on the backside up here. Looks like we are a little bit. We are. And we're going to whoosh away. We're even going to use a precision strike here to try to go through one of the torsos to get stuff to fall off. It's not going to be a good day. There it goes. Oh gosh. Avert your eyes. Avert your gaze. All the humanity. Oh, man. If there were children in the stream, I apologize for the cruelty. Oh, that was... I just wanted to pick an arm off. Not the whole darn back. Holy crap. Well, Darius said we did a good job, so I think that's going to be fantastic. We got paid for it, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Oh, man. Oh, I love it. 298,000 C-bills. And things are going all right here. And we do get some salvage to pick from. So Ascent 9A. We've got 3 of these, 6 of another variant. We don't have anything of this particular style of Hunchies. That's okay. I'm not really that interested in it. We do have 4 already of the Trebuchet. The Centurion would be pretty cool, but I do like my Trebuchets. And there's a good chance that we're going to get more parts here for this. So unless there's some cool equipment, which there's not, we're going to take the 5.9 part. We're going to take the Trebuchet. Oh gosh. Chat. Oh my gosh. Can you see this? We got all 3 RNG. Oh, baby. Oh, man. We are 1 part away from building a Trebuchet. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, my gosh. That's amazing. We got 3 parts. We have 4 already. So since we're doing 8 parts per, we've got 1 more to go. We might be able to buy this depending on the trebuchet part that's here already. We'll go take a look at that in the store. That's right. Oh, man. Yeah, only 1 part. So much for ever seeing a trebuchet again. Oh, that's cool. We're trying to save our mediums. We're trying to build up our medium stable, and that way we can take on more and more dangerous missions. Try to get some parts from heavies. Once you start rolling into heavies, the difficulty curve in Bex usually starts to shift, and I really want to be prepared for that as much as we can. And it's been a hot minute. We started in 3048, I think it was. So we've got 2 years in game, and we're just now getting to filling out our mediums. Let's go see again what we have at the store, because if we have a 5N, which we might not, but if we do, that'd be awesome. Yeah, we don't, unfortunately, but we'll keep an eye out for one. That would be a really, really cool piece to pick up. That would be really, really awesome for sure. So that being said, let's go over here to the mech bay. Let's make sure we've got our mechs repaired. What's the damage on the Griffin? It's on the backside, right? Or not? We're 5 down on one of them. That's not too shabby. Everything else seems to be intact. What about the Phoenix Hawk? There's still just that one leg. Looks like our leg is down by 5. I don't recall any other damage that we got to this mech. Thankfully, it looks like the rear armor on the Griffin was in one piece, which is pretty cool. So I'm not going to repair him. We're going to let it ride, and we're going to go back and do another mission. We're going to try to do one more mission and see what we can get our hands on, which will be pretty cool. We might have another 1.5 skull, but it looks like we're stuck with 2s, which isn't bad. It just means they could flex to 3, which could be a little dangerous. So, urban environment looks like tag team here. We're taking a joint task force of pirate units operating openly on the planet. Hunt them down to scrap. That's cool. And the other one that we got here is forward observers. That's the question. So Darius isn't really sure on that one. And also very odd. Check pilot skills. That's a good point, Craig. I'll probably check those here after we're done streaming. I like to do that off stream. But I have been keeping tabs on it and updating in between when we actually do a lot of stuff. We are on slow skill progression too, so usually there aren't too many things that shift around. So we got an odd mission, or we've got one that doesn't have a lot of intelligence. So 1.1 million C-bills, pick 4, get 16, or one that pays a little bit less. And it's 3 and 12. You know what? We'll take the one that pays a little bit less. Fingers crossed it's not going to be too brutal, and we'll find out. We'll leave it right here in the middle. 445,000 C-bills. Pick 1, get 6. That's not too shabby. That's doing all right by me if you ask me. We're going to hit that accept mission button, and let's see who we have for pilots today that we want to stick in here. We've got a few that we could do. We absolutely do have a few. The big question is, who do we want to put where? So we need a good smash and grab pilot down here for the Vulcan. And right now, that's probably going to be Toast potentially, unless we've got another one up here. We've got Red Potato. Red Potato standing by is another fantastic individual we'll see in streams occasionally. Really, really cool guy. Fantastic person. So we're going to put Red Potato down here into the Vulcan. Again, 2 gunnery isn't that bad when you're dealing with small lasers. Your chance to hit is not really that horrible off, so I'm not too worried about it. We want another pretty okay meleeer if we can find one, at least where it's a potential priority. Probably going to be Don Zappo over on the Griffin. That'll be all right. We need a good gunnery platform for the Blackjack, and that's going to be Sarvik. Sarvik, if you're out there watching, man, hopefully you're doing well. I know you sometimes get a chance to catch the videos over on YouTube as well as the VODs. So hopefully things are going fantastic for you. And if not, just know that we're rooting for you, man. And we miss you. Hopefully things are going all right. And last but not least, we got the Phoenix Hawk. We got the last pilot over here. We got Garrison or Moon Prime. What's going to be the best one for this? I think it's going to be Moon Prime in the Phoenix Hawk. Multi-shot, doing some cool things like that. It'll be all right. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to deploy on our 2-skull mission that could be a 3-skull, depending who we're against. Could be a 3.5-skull mission, which could be a little dangerous. Now, we are dropping with a few tons less of internals, but I think it should be okay. Now, I say that now. It could come back to bite us in the future, but we'll see what happens. Reduced performance. That's fine. It's fine. It's a privateer drop. You know, we're the bread box privateers. It's fine. So we hit that deploy button. I'm going to take another swig of my soda. I'm going to reach down to the grab bag of Voicedom, and we'll see what happens. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Good stuff. Whew. I love it. Super, super tasty. All right. So in chat, there's been a question that Tank here has asked. I keep forgetting to ask, but why is Garrison not just hard locked into the Griffin? That's a good question. Usually, that's where we stick them. Simply because in BEX3025, the more you keep a pilot with a mech, the better they get at it. They get better chances to hit and a few other cool characteristics. They basically getting experience in that mech, and it becomes someone that they're very, very familiar with, and they know exactly how to make it move and quirk and do different things. But Garrison is another streamer that we occasionally see from time to time in chat. And he also does some cool streams as well. And he hates Griffins. It's probably the first time I've really honestly have said that on the channel in over a year. But they're the mech that he hates the most. He calls them potato mechs. They're bad, blah, blah, blah. So what we usually do is we stick him in a Griffin and say, this is Garrison's most favorite mech. If you see him out in the verse, let him know that he's doing well in the Griffin mech, the potato mech over here on Toast's channel, Yeah. Just likewise, if Data King 1 is out there floating around listening, I know he absolutely despises the Vulcan. So for the longest time, and if you can go back over to our YouTube channel and watch previous episodes of this, as well as our Pro Pirate playthrough, well before that if you want. But DK was not a huge fan of the Vulcan, so every chance I got, I'd stick him in one of those two. Just a little bit of fun. But yeah, if you want to see more action from this past previous episodes that are well beyond what the VODs carry over here on Twitch, as well as previous playthroughs, campaigns, other shenanigans, individual flashpoints run through so you can see what those look like in the BattleTech game. You can go over to the YouTube channel. All those videos are over there. All sorts of crazy cool stuff. And yeah, there's new additional things going on live over there as well in the near future, as well as continuing uploading new videos. Graybeard says, I'm such a sweet guy, Toast. I mean, well, gee, shucks, man. Thank you much. I appreciate it. I like having fun, and I like being as real as I possibly can be with, all you amazing ladies and gents that are here in chat. So, yeah, Data King is also a medium laser hoarder. It's true. I think he had over 1,000 of them in his MechWarrior 5 playthrough. Oh well. Well, what do we got here? Destroy enemy scout lance, 500,000 C-bills. Pick one, get 6 for salvage. 2 skulls, could be a 3-skull mission. Our scouts have observed local government military units covertly surveying military and industrial targets. This increased activity from the planetary government near several priority facilities suggests a strike is coming soon. We're tasking you with intercepting the scout lance that's identifying the targets and eliminating it before it can report back. We don't have any intelligence about any other possible enemy fat forces on the ground, Commander. So keep your eyes open. It could be a farce. Oh man, Darius, thanks for the stellar intel as always. Let's hit that begin mission button. Let's dive on it and see what happens. Looks like there are people running through the streets. This is going to be messy. Oh, this should be good. This should be classic. We've got solid intel at the enemy. Solid intel, Darius. Come on. We've got solid intel that the enemy lance is in the region. I mean, I should sure hope they're here, that they're not on some other, continent, man. Come on. Sweep the area, find them, and clear them out. Darius, I honestly like him. He's one of my more favorite characters for the Argo, ship crew and stuff. It's a really, really cool character design as well. But the intel that they stick him with here is just, it's not good. It's not good. So, Take Care says, well, it's a Scout Lance, but pirate. So you can either have 4 lights or 4 atlases. Honestly, I would take the 4 atlases as long as they didn't have reinforcements, because we could isolate them and get some really sweet salvage for our pick 1, get 6 salvage. Let's take a look at the battlefield. Where are we at right now? We got some pretty sweet ramps over here. Just get full speed and just bazoop, jump on up. Do all sorts of cool stuff. But where are we out on the map? You can see right here the yellow line. We are kind of in a corner, not really. And this map is a decent size. So we may see reinforcements pop in on either of our flanks over here on this line or this line, via the southeast and the southwest. But we'll see. Craig says, I love urban sightings except for the hot peak effect. Hot pink when it shows up is just when textures fail to load, I believe, right? What I love the most about the urban biomes is there's just really cool, like, there's just occasionally some really cool, oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Advertisements in here. Like these. It's kind of tucked in the middle of nowhere. You know, just for the office workers themselves to kind of take a look at. Trying to see what this is. You know, all sorts of cool stuff. I mean, you know, someone over in this office building right over here. Look at this. Someone sitting down here in this row of offices gets to see this plastered and just blasted into their office all day, specifically set up just for them. That's targeted advertisement right there. If you haven't seen it before. And this building to the right, look at this. These windows right here, they just have this plastered 15 feet away. That's right, Craig. It's a half pipe, man. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This is cool. I like it. I like it a lot. But we're here. We got to do some serious business. We're a mercenary group. We got to destroy the enemy scout lance. They're up here on top of a building, apparently, doing scout lance stuff. Now, as we move forward, we got to keep an eye on these things right here. These are coolant exchangers. The initial explosion will damage you, but if they do explode, they'll also cool you down more. So if we need that, we can shoot it and then walk into it and get a really cool cooling effect. But we have two walkways that come all the way down here. No easy access. Only half our mechs have jump jets. And then they're, of course, going to be through this whole scenario and up on top of more stuff. This is kind of a nightmare situation we're in, and we're going to have to figure it out. So I think what I'd like to do is move over here to the left because it's going to give us the straightest shot to get in up here and tackle and scrap with these mechs. And so we'll see what happens. So
I'm going.
there we go, watching the buses go through. Oh, we missed the buses, but we squished some cars. A lot of those Prius 14s and Tesla 97s or, you know, whatever they are. But, chat, here's a question for you. And if you're out here watching on YouTube or video on demand, please post in the comment section down below. Or hit me up over on Twitter if you want, at TheChronicToast with the answer. What do you expect Tesla, if they still existed, per se, making vehicles of sorts in the BattleTech universe far, far into the future? What would their model numbers for their cars be? So right now you've got the Model 3, the Model S, the Model X, and the Model Y, which spells sexy for the first four cars. What's going to be their cool new moniker going on into the future? I would love to hear your thoughts below. Maybe if it's cool enough, maybe we can make it canon. I don't know. Might be able to convince Harry about that if we ask nicely enough. Probably not, though, but we can hope. In the meantime, we're just going to keep pushing forward as far as we can over here to the west. We're going to try to work our way down through or possibly pivot out further. Okay, so we at least have two mechs up here. This could be a line abreast where they're splintered on through here, or they're again split is the word I'm looking for, further wide, or they're in a pincer maneuver. Going down this way, they can still come through this alleyway and shoot us. They come over here to this side, we'll see. Taker says Tesla no longer makes cars. They make Dyson spheres. I mean, that could work out well. And no worries, Graybeard. We have links automatically blocked. I will give you permission here. 1 second. Otherwise, you're not in trouble, man. You're good to go. It's to keep the bots at bay. So if I spelled that right, yeah, you should be able to repost that link. So for the next minute and a half. So yeah, I know you're good. You're good. One of these days, I'm gonna find a better link blocker where I can basically give a go-ahead, a green light as it were, for certain domains like Starna.net and stuff like that. But I haven't really dove into that too much to see if that's possible. But if anyone out there knows of one, I would love to implement it. That'd be pretty cool. Or Rotunda. Oh, man. That's right, Take Care. Oh, baby. Well, what do we got to do? What do we got to do? I say we keep pushing west. How far does this map go? We got a little bit of new maneuvering room. We're going to try to get through these buildings and kind of work down this way. And we'll see if there's more mechs. And if so, we'll continue to push west and draw them all towards us over a long range. And we'll see how that goes. I don't see anything else on sensors, so I'm still only seeing 2 mechs. So there's someone else out there moving. There's a third mech or vehicle of some sort somewhere.
Yeah.
We do have no sensor lock on that, so we're going to sprint. We're going to get back up here under the cover of buildings. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, We almost walked right into... Oh, gosh. That is a trap. It's an elaborate ruse. It's so bad. So now we have a decision to make. It's a Sentinel 3K. What is that? I have no idea. We can come down here and fight this Lance. We can continue to move over here and get into a pincer and get stuck and fight these Lance over here. Or we could try to retreat back over open terrain. Ugh. Not great. Not great at all. Oh man, yeah, it's a pincer. We could move into this intentionally, but I don't think it's going to buy us anything useful. We could try to move down here, and they're just going to come right up after us, and they're going to be on our face over here. We're unfortunately too forward deployed, and we only have these mechs to do stuff in the back that we can't we can't bring them back before they get in here and do a lot more damage to us. So yeah, Greybeard's saying pivot to the right, dive down here and fight these mechs. That's probably a good idea. These mechs are going to be 1, possibly 2 turns away from breaking out into the open and getting line of sight on us, especially if we don't go here as originally planned. If we get in over here, we can mosey down through this and hopefully fight east through all this line of sight blocking terrain, go down through here. And just looking at this, look at this derpy building over here. It's got 2 eyeballs and a mouth that's like, hey, you see those mechs over there? Yeah, man. Yeah. And he's got a buddy down here, just kind of creeping up over the ledge, looking at people. Golly gee whiz, man. The things you find in BattleTech. Craig says Sentinel was an SLDF era mech. Okay. Oh, is that the oh, it looks like a chicken walker. It's got 2 legs and a big giant cannon on top, kind of like the Imperial Guard from 40K Sentinels. Oh, I guess it's kind of the same name. Yeah, that might be the same thing. So I think that's what we're going to do is we're going to take it's a frog building. Ribbit. All right, man. We got some mechs to do. We're going to start peeling back with them, and we're going to start diving down here, and we're going to leave this reinforcement lance alone. We don't want to mess with them right now. And so with that, we're going to start maneuvering our way this way, and we'll see what we got. The Griffin, we don't necessarily want to dive in here too much. We've got a Locust 1V over here. Ooh, and it's low armor as well. Yeah, absolutely, Greybeard. This was the correct, proper way to go. And the Sentinel 3K. AC5? This doesn't look like the mech I'm thinking of. Nope, this looks like one of those RoboCop mechs. Where there's like the RoboCop mech or whatever that like kind of like stumbles down the stairs. I don't know. I was thinking of the Hussar. The Hussar 3000 or whatever it is. That's what I was thinking of. So yeah, it kind of looks like a leg on eggs. Or a leg on eggs. An egg on legs. It's a 40-tonner. Not worth salvaging. It looks cool though, for what it's worth. I do like it. It looks pretty nifty. So we'll get down there. We'll hopefully kind of blast our way through this mech. We miss a lot, but we do get some hits in. And 1 second, Greybeard. We'll get y'all set up there. Uno momento, por favor. And there you go. Good to rock and roll, man. Probably about another minute or so. You can probably post links. And I also can't figure out how to not have it time you out. So it deletes everything. That's a Streamlabs weird quirk of the bot. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're going to have Sarvik work down this way potentially. Oh, this Blackjack might lag behind, but we don't know what else is down here. We don't know what this third mech is. And so if needed, we'll maneuver here. We'll get some shots in, and the next turn, if we need to, we'll sprint to get out of line of sight. I think that'll be all right. We'll get some shots in here with Sarvik. All the misses. Oh, man. Sarvik with your 8 gunnery. You missed. I guess you much prefer the big zap cannon. So the Royal Sentinel uses a UAC-5. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. I would like to, I think we might actually have a UAC somewhere. I'm not really sure. But we've got these 2 mechs here. We're going to have them continue to pull on down. Work back this way a little bit. Get some shots rolling in here. The Blackjack should be backline DF support anyway. No, absolutely. It's just oh, they've got jump jets. We got to get out of this line of sight as fast as we possibly can. Otherwise, we're going to lose some back armor. I do not want to get into a pincered fight. We got to clear these mechs out.
Yep.
So with the Phoenix Hawk, we can just jump on over, potentially. So we're going to do that. We're going to do one jump, and then we'll continue our jumps next to get over these buildings. We might have to do the same thing with the Blackjack. We'll see. And we're going to get in here. We still don't know what this mech is, but we're going to get some shots. We have the damage boost because we jumped with the quirk on the Phoenix Hawk. So we're going to blast away. I'm going to try to keep my resolve building so we can get that accuracy boost because this is going to get a little bit hectic. A little bit hectic indeed. We're going to continue to move up here. Again, protect that right side as much as possible. There is a fourth mech back there, and this one is a Jenner 7F. Okay. 4 medium lasers. It is dangerous, but it is low on armor, and we should be able to get to grips with that here pretty soon. We're just going to keep pushing in here and then working our way to the right, trying to continue to break line of sight. They do have a Wolverine that's jumped up here. Another mech is trying to come down here and get eyes on. If we can keep ourselves out of that line of sight, we should be okay. Fingers crossed. Krieg says you can get the Royal variant if you choose the SLDF part. Oh, the SLDF start. Oh, that's a good point. So for those of you that are out there that haven't had a chance to check out 3025 just yet, you can go and click on this link. It'll bring you over to the Nexus mods page. If it loads up, depending if my chat rod is broke, there we go. There it's loaded up. And that's where you can get the access to this mod. It's really absolutely fantastic. I enjoy it. It's huge. It's a really good, proper expansion to the campaign of the original game. And it just feels like a true expansion of content for a career playthrough, which is super awesome. But if you are curious and you've got more questions, at that link you can also find access to their Discord page where you can get into more detailed talk about what's development is happening, strategies, what's coming up next, things like that. But yeah, if you're curious and you don't want to click on that link, if you're listening to this just in the background, you can always go over to nexusmods.com and just type in 3025, hit enter, and it'll show up to the mods page as well. In the meantime, we're going to try to get this Sentinel to fall over permanently. We'll see what happens. We got an arm taken out. It's stressed. It's not enough, though. Oh, don't come closer. We don't know what you are. We do not want right now.
Let's do this.
We're going to continue to walk this way. And if we need to, we'll jump jet on down. Again, we're going to continue to zap away on the Sentinel. Just again and again and again. A good chance to hit, 86%. We got that height bonus going in our favor. And we hit with 3 shots. There goes a torso. And the CT's gone. Oh, baby. Sarvik getting the first kill of this mission. Somebody just got jousted. Oh, baby. Oh, man. You can see up there on the top left, 25% down of the enemy scout lance. So we know there are at least 3 more for this lance. It is confirmed. And what is it? It is an assassin, which is a little concerning, but it's not that scary. At least for us right now at this stage. It's an Assassin 21, which is pretty classic. I got to be honest. The Locust didn't move. Oh, that could be bad. I probably want to focus on the Jenner first, but we could completely take out that Locust right now. Ugh, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Red Potato. Yeah, you don't have jump jets, so we're going to have to walk down this pathway anyway. So we're going to get up here with the Vulcan. We could get some shots in. We could get some shots in and some more stuff over here. Oh, man. Oh, sure. Large laser or the large laser and those things. We're going to go for it. We could get lucky. It is low on armor, but it's probably not going to fall over just yet. We missed with a lot of stuff, a lot of buildings and damage. Right arm destroyed. Not going to help us out, but it is going to get rid of one of those machine guns I think that it has. Drop that building. Yeah, that's absolutely a good solid choice. I really want to get underneath my way from out of here. Oh, they're dropping the building over there. Ooh. Oh, that's really tempting. That's really tempting. I'm clicking, but I don't know what it is just yet for hit points. They're trying to draw us back. They're trying to bait us in. They've got really highly mobile mechs behind us. We're just going to keep trying to get out of the way. We got our Phoenix Hawk over here. We're going to jump again. We're not going to have as much heat available to us, at least heat capacity to do the job that we want, but it will get us down from that building. And we could get some shots in over here, some more shots here. The Assassin 21's cool. It's got a really cool animation. This model came in with the Heavy Metal DLC. But again, the quirks are a little bit different here, which is pretty awesome. It ignores 3 charges of evasive when attacking targets, which is not that good for us. Yeah, we're trapped in a mech sandwich there, Seawolf, but it's all good. We chose to go towards that slice of bread. Welcome to the chat, man. How's it going? I haven't seen you in a little while. Hopefully things are going well. Yeah, we could go for this. Actually, with multi-shot, that's not a bad idea. Ugh. I really want to drop this. I really want to drop this Jenner. We'll deal with this assassin here a little bit later. It's got a lot of leg armor, so even if we drop this building, it's only going to take 45. So we'll deal with that in a minute. We got to go after this Jenner. It's a call. I'm going to try to drop this mech as quickly as we can and just knock these mechs out. I'm not that worried about the assassin just yet. It's going to be a problem, but this Jenner, I really don't want to get in our back lines. I really want to start sweeping and rotating right clockwise from here if we can. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, dropping mechs like this right here. This is what we're going to shoot next. We are going to shoot this building until it falls down. I think that's a solid choice. Oh my gosh. Ah! And this is why letting little mechs just kind of run around, be dangerous. It's a dangerous thing. And again, the Locust is just standing there. It doesn't want to move. I wonder if it broke the throttle. I'm not really sure. Not really sure about that. But doing okay, not dead yet. That's a good place to start, my friend. That's a good place to start as well. 60 damage up here. Who do we have? We have this one here who can't multi-shot just yet, but we do have all the SRMs. We're going to hold off on that. We have Sarvik who can multi-shot. So we're going to continue to move unless we can jump. We can't jump far enough. We just have one basically just for utility. We're going to pivot over here to the side. Now, the goal is if we can drop the building and multi-shot into the mech on the ground as well. I don't know. We have the heat for it. So instead, we're going to do what we can and shoot the building after. So, 60. No, we got that backwards. We got that backwards. We're going to shoot the building. And then we're going to shoot the mech. The question is, how much do we need to do? I'm going to leave 2 large lasers and a medium on the mech. Oh, it's not letting us do the multi-shot? Interesting. I'm either doing this incorrectly or we're messing it up. We're going to try it again. We're going to do this after the mech. And then the building, which should be B right here. There we go. We just can't get it the other way around. It's all right. Not a big deal. So we're going to leave 3 of these on the mech. Or, sorry, on the building. I want to make sure it drops. So we'll swap those over, and we'll put this back. And we'll leave the medium laser there on the mech. I want to guarantee, even if we miss, that the building drops. And if we have 2 of these hit, we should be fine. Could be asking for trouble. We're going to go for it. That way, when the mech does hit the ground, we're going to get some pretty awesome shots going into it on the ground. So here we go. Fingers crossed.
Got it.
We missed the mech. Apparently, it's doing it the wrong order. Well. It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. And down it goes. And fall damage twice over on the Jenner. What do we have? It is still standing. The legs are heavily damaged, but it is still upright. And now we're going to have Don Zappa come down here. Again, pivot to the right. And unleash its fully armed and operational right torso. Bazap. Oh, yeah.
I'll give it to him.
All the firepower rolling on in. And the mech is still in one piece, but we're doing some damage. Now, the big thing that we got to tackle here is we got to keep getting out of line of sight if we can. They're getting a height advantage on us, which isn't good. This assassin is going to cause us a lot of grief here before too long. Like it's going to happen. We have to be aware of that. We're gonna walk a little bit just because yeah, things are a little hot, a little toasty.
On it.
And there's not much we can do about that. So large laser off helps a lot. One of the small lasers off. There we go. We should be okay. And going up against this Jenner, there it is. Right arm destroyed. There goes some of its firepower. And one of the legs is destroyed as well. There's going to be a pilot injury.
Got past the armor.
And on top of that, that means this mech is now slow and only half as dangerous as it used to be. Now, 2 medium lasers is still 50 damage, which in the backside of a mech is dangerous, right? You have to keep an eye on that. If you're not careful, all these mechs, these little mechs, are just going to wreck us to pieces. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. But in the meantime, should be all right. We're going to get in here, and we're going to try to get point-blank range if it'll let us fire, and it will. And we're going to go for the other leg. Why not? We're going to get some shots in. We are over 50%, so we are getting that accuracy boost, which is awesome. Taker says, you know, I heard Scout Lance. This be a 2/3 of a company. We should charge them extra. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to get a bonus if we do that, but, you know, oh, the Locust is finally moving. Golly gee whiz, he's coming over here to finally try to protect his buddy. Only one of his machine guns is working. Now, part of me wants to jump up there and wreck face on these mechs, but that puts us into more line of sight with some of these other mechs that are up there. But in the meantime, let's go look at this animation. Let's go check out the animation of this mech. The paint job is cool. It's really hot. Look at this guy. Look at this gal. We don't know who it is. He's kind of looking around. He's going to go, that's right. What? I'm going to put my hands down. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to look around. You over there. Yeah, that's right. I got him. Oh, man. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Don Zappo with the Griffin. We're going to kind of hang out here, I guess, and continue to shoot away. Why not? We're going to keep putting this mech into the dirt until it goes away. We'll deal with the assassin here in a moment. And there it is. CT destroyed. Don Zappo showing him that all the missiles go whoosh whoosh and the final destination explodes. Bada bing, bada boom. Sarvik and the Blackjack, we need to get down here anyway. That's all right. We're going to pivot on over and get some shots in potentially here. A little hot. Way a lot hot. We'll turn off one of the small lasers. That'll be just enough. Maybe we'll get lucky. We got a couple hits on in. Nothing really that fantastic. But we really should be breaking line of sight here pretty soon with most of these mechs. The one on top of the building is, of course, getting shots into our back. Our CT is holding so far, which is good. The assassin is jumping on down. We've just missed our shot, our chance, as it were, to knock him out of the building. That's all right. But because of where they maneuvered, we can now break through this choke point, get into line of sight blocking terrain, turn around, and start fighting a withdrawal down this alleyway through all this dangerous-looking buildingry. Buildingry, is that a word? I think it's a word now. And we can work down that way if we need to. We're all on the ground floor, so it's going to be all right.
Good to go.
So we're going to back up over here as much as we can. We can still get some good shots in there. Not the best over there, so we're going to back up a little bit here with the Vulcan.
Got it.
And do a little bit of Overwatch and kind of basically turn into a rear guard as the rest of the mechs back up and continue to shoot. And we're going to go after this assassin. We're at 90% chance of hitting. So we're going to do our best to go for the CT and just straight up knock this mech out if we get lucky. It's a good chance to hit. So we're going to go for it. Go get him, Red Potato. Red Potato standing by. A lot of things have hit over there. And structure's exposed on up. So it's a word now, Craig says. Oh gosh, who are you? Do not want you in the back arc. Thankfully, we're using up all of the armor on our mechs. We're going to turn around. What are you? A Wolverine 6R. All right, so that's either the one we saw before or they've got a pair of them. Just jumping around over here. They're very mobile. I'm impressed with this Lance and the way the AI is using it. They're doing their best to get engaged, get into action, and keep the pressure on us. So kudos to them for sure. Now, we could DFA with the Phoenix Hawk. We are also really hot. So I'm going to back up as far as I can, pivot to the side, and we might only get one large laser. We could try to get this building. Decent damage up this way, but I really want to clear the space around us first, if we can, and that'll be a little bit better. So there we go. One large, one medium, firing away. Bada bing, bada boom.
Confirmed.
We missed with the large, we hit with the medium. And there goes an arm. Oh, yeah. We got one of the weapon systems taken care of. The medium laser is gone. All it has now is the LRM and the SRM2. So that gun arm is gone. Large laser zapping on in from whatever that is. That's right, Graybeard. Oh, yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm using that phrase a lot. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little excited. Oh, Graybeard kitty cats are fantastic. We've got 2 kitty cats over here in the Toast household as well, and they are troublemakers. Sister kittens, they were basically rescued at 3 weeks. They were hand-raised, and we were thankful and grateful enough to be able to adopt them. It worked out really well. And before anyone asks, yes, before that we had a cat that was, oh gosh, 17 years old. And so we've gone through our share of working with and helping older kittens and pets and stuff like that. We said, we're gonna dive back in now that we have a mini Toast in our through good care and good judgment, be around for a while. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But definitely kind of an unexpected PSA. If you can't get the chance, go check out your local shelters. I know a lot of shelters in different areas are trying to go and become kill-free shelters in most states. And so they could definitely use your help to either spread the word if you know someone that's looking for an animal. Go out there and check them out for sure. Absolutely. It's a good cause, gosh darn it. And it's 2021. You got to have something positive to look up to. The blackjack, we're going to back up a little bit further. Things are a little roasty toasty hot. Sure, we'll do this. We're going to show our back to the locust. It's not the best decision in the world, but it'll be all right. We're a little hot. We're going to turn off that other large laser, turn on the small, and lose a little bit of heat, and try to keep the pressure on here as best we can. And zap it on away, all internal. Oh, gosh, there goes the torso. It's down to an SRM2. Oh, man. Yeah, Graybeard, never apologize for cats on the keyboard. That is an operational hazard when you've got a cat. It is A-OK. So Don Zappa, we are going to now back up as well. We're trying to get down to 100 count ammo before we start husbanding our shots. We're going to do this, and we are going to just launch everything we can this way again. There we go. More shots rolling on in. And the CT and right leg are destroyed. Don Zappa putting pavement to the dirt. Whatever that phraseology is, it is a thing. Oh, man, it's a Vulcan 2T. Vulcan on blackjack action. So that is a very mobile lance over there. That's very, very impressive. So what we got to deal with nearby is a locust up here. And then we can start quantifying and dealing with these two mechs. Looks like they have a 6K and a Wolverine 6R up here with some pretty cool paint jobs. I mean, it's pretty dark and blue. Nothing super amazing, but I like it. Now, I'm pretty sure I thought there was a third mech up there, and there might still be flanking around behind us, not really sure. But look at this. Look at this. It's like a band album cover art, man, like low, middle, high. That just looks so cool. Oh, man, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, we're in an area here. They're a little bit dangerous. This building could drop, which would be pretty darn cool. Now, our Phoenix Hawk is a little hot. So we got to be careful with that. I'm going to pivot over here to the right. We're not going to shoot that building. I really probably should, but I want to get some fire in on this locust again to make sure it eventually goes away. Now, we are basically heat soaked. We are not losing any heat at this ratio right now. But we're going to use Precision Strike to get in here and put some more damage on this mech. Just a little bit more. Better chance to hit.
Roger.
And there we go. 2 solid shots. A left arm is destroyed. It is down to a single medium laser. Oh, man. Craig says, I got this. Thank you much. And Tank here says, alrighty, I need to drop for the night, sadly. Later toast, later all. Alrighty, man. Take it easy, Tank here. Thank you much for stopping on by. Thank you very much for the subscription and the resub. Much appreciated. And we'll try to catch you on Sunday if we can. Man, super, super awesome stuff. Oh, buddy. So what do we got going on? All right, Craig, you're out too, man. Take it easy. Have a good one, my friend. And we'll see you when we catch up back with you. So what are we dealing with? We got some mechs that have dropped down, it looks like. A Wolverine. The 6K I don't think has jump jets. At least not natively. So that one's kind of bound to go one way or the other. I'm not too worried or shabby about that. A Red Potato in the Vulcan. We're still relatively well off in terms of what we're dealing with. So I'm going to send the Vulcan up here to face tank for a little bit. It's an odd thing to say, but it's true. And we're just going to shoot the crap out of the building. Why not? We're going to go for it. We're going to drop it on the dirt. There we go. It's a bit of an overkill. Bottom floor coming up. Oh, man. Boom. 50 damage in each of the legs. That is going to do some damage to that mech. The legs are open. 37 damage each. The downside is it opens us up for retaliation into our CT, as it were, from the 6K. But both of those Wolverines are solid, solid mechs. The Wolverine's a good, stable chassis. It's not particularly fantastic at anything. But if I had to pick between the Wolverine, the Griffin, and the Shadowhawk, kind of the classic trio you see in the vanilla game, I would choose the Wolverine almost every time. It's a versatile enough that you can get it to be a short-range build, a punchy build, a missile build, a long-range build. There are some options. It's not going to excel at it, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right no matter what you do. Now we're going to get up here, and we're going to whoosh whoosh into this locust to hopefully make it go away for good. We'll see what happens. And I mean, it's still there. It's getting into our rear arc, which isn't ideal for us. Going to the backside of the Griffin, but we still have some armor there, and that's all right. Mint later tank. MLT. Ooh. Meat, lettuce, tank. That'd be a pretty crunchy sandwich. That'd be all right. Sarvik is still probably a little roasty, toasty hot. We're going to have... Oh, man, if we can navigate the camera. Let's just flip it around. There we go. We're going to have Sarvik step back over here, get out of line of sight of some of these mechs, and get some eyes onto this locust with some of the weaponry that we have. We're going to continue to cool off. We're going to launch 2 more smalls and 2 more mediums. And 2 miss, 2 hit. But that's enough. Sarvik getting the kill. CT destroyed. And there goes the primary scout lance. And all we're left with are the reinforcements, which are pretty darn beefy. Our Vulcan's doing a good job, but taking a lot of damage to that CT. And that is not, there's not much armor left on that. So now the question is, what do we have here? Is the armor lower? It is. It's down only 25%. So that's something that we have to keep an eye on. It's not 50% as we were originally hoping. But it'll be all right. So is this the mech that jumped up high? Or is this... Oh, gosh. The Vulcan just doesn't learn, man. Doesn't learn. Krieg is saying we could pull back down the alley to take a round to cool down. That's not bad, actually. That's a really, really good set of device. Our Vulcan might be a little bit out in the open, but it's okay. Because we are pretty heat-soaked here, no matter how we take a look at this. The Griffin isn't, actually, so I'm not too worried about that. But the other ones are in a rough spot, for sure. We'll send the Vulcan. Can we do enough damage at range? I'm not sure. We're going to send the Vulcan up here. We're going to live dangerously. We're going to pivot. We're going to stand in the cooling. We're going to give him vigilance to help out with survivability. We're severely gambling the dice right now. And we're not going to shoot the large laser. We're going to shoot the smalls at the building. So if 3 of them hit, that's all we need.
Affirmative.
There it is, and down you go. Bottom floor coming up again. More damage, and the mech is down. Yes. Oh, man. Doesn't matter from how high you drop, apparently. That drop's going to kill you. Oh, man. Good stuff. That was fantastic. Red Potato standing by. I love it. I love it. So now we have a 6R, which can jump a lot with the AC5. You've got the K over here with the weaponry, and it's not very hot. This is a very dangerous mech now. Very, very dangerous. Now, this is still something to be concerned about, but this 6K, there's a reason I like them over the 6Rs. They pack a punch. Yep. Legged them with buildings. AI be AI. It's true. Now, I mean, they did a really good job of getting in here, harassing us, and then we got into a situation here where we could basically control the access. We cleared the area around us, and now we're going to push back out and put some pressure on them while our other mechs start to cool down. That's the goal. So the Phoenix Hawk is going to get out here, and we can't really do anything super special, but what we are going to do is sprint. We're going to get prepped to start tackling this Wolverine 6K. We're going to get a pile of evasion pips, and we're going to use that time to lose some heat as well. Now I'm going to try to envelop into a pincer maneuver on both of these mechs, and if we need to, we can split them apart. But that's the goal. That's really the big, giant end goal right now. The Blackjack as well. We're going to sprint just straight on out. No big deal there. And, yeah, it should be all right. Now, we could have used an ability with the Blackjack. That pilot over there, I think, has Precision Strike and some cool stuff like that, like Breaching Shot and other things like that. We'll take a look. I forget what it is. But we need to cool down first. That's important. Now, what is really awesome, however, about the Griffin is it's not running hot at all on this map, so we can just whoosh whoosh for days. Now, this mech doesn't have much damage. This one doesn't have hardly anything, but we're going to try to use these 2 mechs, the Vulcan and our Griffin, to try to come over here and harass this Wolverine 6R while we deal with, admittedly, our lighter and less well-equipped mechs come over here on the 6K. I just want to keep this mech busy while we take care of the less dangerous threat, and then we can all dogpile the big one over there. That's kind of the goal. We'll see how it goes. I expect to get into fisticuffs with our Vulcan if we can. Now, it's lost a lot of heat, which is fantastic, and we can't easily jump with it. But we are going to stay put, potentially. Now, we're going to roll up here, pivot to the right, and get some shots in. Why not? And Bazap on away. Start building up some heat again. That'll be all right. Our secondary weapon system's getting some action in there. And we strip open the right torso, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, I thought this was a good corner. I was pretty happy. I mean, there goes a building, which looks cool. I feel sorry for all of the things inside that building, whether they be people or objects. That's unfortunate. Especially since the 6K just is deciding to sit there and stand its ground, which I can't say is a bad decision. It's got distance. It's got good stuff going on. It's just the big thing is the evasion pips, right? That it doesn't really have a good access to. So we are going to move up here. And we're going to stay out here and cover and keep working away. And we're going to keep losing some heat. We're going to turn off that medium laser, or that large laser. We're just going to keep poking away. We're going to keep their attention. And we got to hit, we got to miss. We're slowly losing heat as we reposition, we move. We're getting a few small number of combat effective shots going in. Oh, Wolverine. Oh, you did not just do that. Did you see what happened to your buddy? Oh, man. You are going to regret that. Something fierce. Something so fierce. Well, all right. So that's going to be a thing. We're going to turn off our SRM4, conserve a little bit of ammo, and blast away. Bottom floor coming up. 70 damage to both legs. Holy crap. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it. We're going to, again, kind of come up here a little bit. We're going to move. We're going to position ourselves well to get shots in on this mech, as well as the next turn, pop around this corner and blast away. We've got our 2 medium lasers over here with pretty poor chance to hit. Got 2 larges that really kind of still loses a little bit of heat, so we're going to take those shots. And we got 1 shot into the internals and 1 into the armor, and that mech is finally unsettled, which is pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with that. And Red Potato standing on by, and yeah, we're going to get up here in melee time, and we're going to stand back on this other side up here. We want to keep working this side over to start focusing some of our damage, if we can, through that arm, through that torso. And if it works out, it'll be all right. So we're going to get in there with that attack action. We are building up Resolve. We're going to use that for the next big Alpha Strike we get our action on. Right arm, right torso destroyed. That is a pilot injury already. And that's pretty darn awesome. Now, Moon Moon has lost a lot of heat. We're going to have Moon Moon stand over here and continue to harass this mech. We're going to cool off a little bit more. 2 more medium lasers. And the next turn, we're going to jump. And we're going to probably get up there next to this mech and do some damage. We'll see where they go and what they do. The Wolverine's jumping over here into some cover, it looks like, into a ruined building. He was not happy with that. That's okay. We can use that Vulcan to wrap around clockwise and envelop this other mech over here, this 6K, if we need to. Now, Don Zappos, again, of course, is going to go straight at this mech, straight into the teeth of danger. Launch everything we have over here at this mech on the ground. Not the best chance, though, to hit. And admittedly, a lot better up there. Oh, man. We're going to use Precision Strike and try to increase our chances. Again, go for the CT. Boost them up a little bit. I really want to try to finish this mech off if we can. That's the hope. There's a lot of evasion pips that are there. We could be using Central Lock to try to further our opportunity to get through that. But I'm just going to take a pot shot at it right now, and we're going to go for it. The Wolverine's getting over there, taking some shots back at us in the Griffin. We can handle that right now in the face. We got the armor for it. It's not a big deal. Excuse me. Woo! It's not a big deal. And we're going to get Sarvik come up here on the back side up here and start working through this left side armor. Now, if we can, we have enough resolve at some point here coming up to take advantage of that. We'll see. We got a pretty good chance to hit right now, so it's all right. We might get a knockdown if we're lucky. That'd be pretty darn cool. But we have the back armor ripped open on that mech already. And we're going to use the Phoenix Hawk to get up here. Jump on up. And see... Oh, we can't quite get into the rear arc from very close up, but far away we can. We can get some shots in. We can get some shots in for sure. We're going to use our Precision Strike. We're going to use the last little bit of our morale to kind of go through one of these torsos. Hopefully the left, continue to kind of capitalize on all the damage focus that we're working on. That'll hopefully get in there. Good solid shots all the way in, and the torso is not quite gone just yet. How much is left on it? Only 14, so we are pretty close.
Waiting for orders.
See, where can we go with our Vulcan? We can get back up here, so absolutely. We're going to do this. Oh, we can get to the back arc. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Oh, man. Precision Strike, we're going to use that here as well on the right side. We're going to try to burn through what we can. Bazap, 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 all the way in, and there it is. We destroyed the left side torso and left arm for sure. That is a pilot injury. I'm happy with that. That is solid, solid, solid work right there. And lastly, we've got Don Zappa coming in for the punch. cutting through all this stuff, losing what little heat we have, and going in for the small laser and 150 damage. Oh, baby. Left arm destroyed. In comes a zap. Plink right into the mech. And that's it. The fat lady sang as the pilot bails on towards the stratosphere. And ladies and gentlemen, we have now fully wrapped up almost this entire mech. It's got no jump jets. It does not have much of a place to go in terms of where it can run to. And I'm pretty happy. Our ability to basically get ourselves pulled together and bail back in made this work. And that pilot saw the writing on the wall and said, nope, we're done. So, ladies and gentlemen, we pulled off a pretty good situation where we almost walked into a really bad trap. And thanks to your advice from here in chat, as well as some really lucky dice rolls behind the scenes, in the code, we managed to pull it off, which is pretty darn awesome. I love the combats with the new AI that came in a couple patches ago. It's just fantastic. 450,000 C-bills is pretty darn awesome. All of our mechs are damaged. Look at that. Looks like we got some stuff over here with the Griffin and the Phoenix Hawk from previous missions, the Blackjack and the Vulcan from this mission. Whoo, get into the CT there. Red Potato is in a dangerous position. And we have one piece that we could pick. Okay. We don't have any of the assassin parts. We already have a Jenner built. We don't need any more Locust parts. We don't have any Sentinel pieces. What does the blurb text here for the Sentinel say? The Sentinel was one of many designs to suffer from the technological decline of the recent succession wars, with Defiance first losing the ability to manufacture its advanced weapon systems before discontinuing production early in 3014, due to the lack of both parts and interest. Despite this, with a powerful targeting and communications package, the Sentinel is ideal for long-range patrols or mobile observation, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So we could get more parts for Vulcan. We don't really need them. The 6K, I think we only have one part of this. Unfortunately, we got 7 of another variant. We do have 4 of this. We could build up. I'm going to probably go for the 6K just because eventually I would like to make one. It's a really solid mech. It's pretty good. If we're lucky, we'll get some other parts in here. Everything here is going to be acceptable. It's going to be nice to have. We don't see any special tier 2 tech or anything, so I think we're going to go with this 6K Wolverine. I think it's a good solid choice. Yeah, absolutely, Craig. That's definitely what we want to do. So we're going to confirm that up, and we got an extra piece. We now have 3 pieces of 6K Wolvie. We have a 5th piece total of the 6R, which is pretty awesome. Flamers, we can use those. Medium lasers, we need those. Small lasers, yes. So we're going to keep our hands on all of that stuff right there, which is pretty awesome. Oh, man. Oh, that was a good mission. Chat, that was fantastic. That was a lot of fun. I am really stoked about that. That's fantastic. Oh, man. So here's the question. Will we find another Wolverine piece to build, the pieces that we need? My guess is probably yes, we will. It might not be today. It might be another mission. I don't really know, but we're pretty darn close. Right now, we are not going to combine anything simply because our self-imposed rules, we want to get all the Argo upgrades unlocked before we start combining stuff. So we're going to tell, Yang no right now. That'll be all right. We have the upgrades floating on through. We do have some mechs to repair. That's a very solid thing that we should be doing, Graybeard. Absolutely. Repair. That's going to be basically a good solid choice. Absolutely. Not really sure why that one didn't take. There we go. And the Vulcan as well. So simple battle damage. Not too sure. Yeah, the 6R is pretty common. I think we're going to run across it either in stores or somewhere else. And I'm pretty stoked. We're one away from being able to build another medium mech. And there is one that we did build, the first one, which is the Dervish that we blew up, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Oh, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has come to the end of my time for today. We're going to save the game to make sure that it does not get corrupted. And thank you very much, everybody, for stopping on by. It's been an absolute blast. It's been an absolute pile of fun. I'm going to switch this over to the thank you stream screen. We're going to roll the credits. Again, many thanks to Legally Blind for the follow, Data King for the resub, as well as Tank Hair for the resub. That's absolutely amazing. DS Smitham, if you're out there, thank you for the follow, as well as Stravik1980. I know you guys followed here a little bit before the stream as well. So, everybody, thank you very much for stopping on by. It's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. It's been amazing. And we'll see you on Sunday in the afternoon. Have a good one. Take it easy. We'll catch you later. Aw, yeah.